Hey everyone, welcome back to Deltarune Chapter 4. I am once more joined by Delta. Say hello, Graysongdl.
It's me, Graysongdl.
Yay! Last time we left off after having met Fake Gerson, Fake Alvin, whatever you want to call him. Excited to do some more of this. This chapter is proving so far to be very, very interesting. I find it wild how
I see you do more of it.
Yeah. I find it wild how we can keep seeing these areas that are just out of reach that we can't interact with because it looks like we need to be able to climb this if we have the right tools, you know? But it's interesting because it means there's some backtracking possibility here. Hang on. I am going to very slightly adjust my sound here. It seems a bit quiet today. Sure. We'll go up to 60% instead of 50% in volume mixer. Curious to see where this goes. Oh, we have a fourth, and he gets a gray outline. Surprised I didn't go with like a bright green since Ralsei is light green, but maybe it speaks to the fact that this individual, you know, is not one of the heroes of light. What's all this now? Hey, we're fighting. Get out of here. I see. Well, you kids have your fun. What a curious interaction. This whole thing is very curious. Also, it occurred to me while we were, you know, not playing the pun that exists with this creature's name. First of all, it's a lizard, but it's also a play off the name Balthazar. And in Christian, you know, try not to use the word mythology, but my brain really wants to, so we're just going to. In Christian mythology, one of the three wise men who brought gifts to the baby Jesus was the wise man Balthazar, and I think he's the one that brought frankincense, and these are very clearly incense burners.
Ah, clever.
Yep.
I never would have got that.
Multiple layers of reference there. Old man! I'm old! Sure, we're gonna old man the Balthazar. You used old man. What in the world is this gonna do? How's it going? You in it, kids? Not now, old man. We're in the middle of this. I was about to... Dang it, you made me forget. Susie forgot what she was about to do. Her move got canceled. What the hell? Now you go easy on me. Here, they're still learning. The enemy's attack power went down. Oh, so that was still useful, even if it looked like it wasn't.
Really useful.
Yeah, actually, monumentally so. Glory, memory. So what I've learned from the preceding fight against these things is do not spare them until you can spare both of them, because these things are horrible. Let's do the old man again. Oh wait, Susie will forget what she's doing, so just defend. You kids must be getting hungry battling. Some candy? Hell yeah, No way, we don't need that now! Suit yourself! Oh my god, this is amazing. Everyone except Susie got candy. Does that include the Balthazars?
Yes, that includes them.
That's amazing. Anyone, got any left? No! Oh, that's great. Yes, it does include them. Okay, now we can spare both of them so I don't accidentally get to the point where I have to deal with that one attack.
Alright.
Sometimes the combo attack is just genuinely easier. Oh, maybe he can get the book for us. I am mighty hankering to read a book, but I just can't reach. Can it, old man? What's this look like, a library? Now, the hell did we get this open? You investigated the climbable stall. Excuse me, miss. Would you mind helping me reach this book? Not now, dude. I'm solving the door. Solving the door by staring at it. Ralsei, help him reach the thing. Of course. There's something you can stand on right here. Of course, Ralsei stole form. I had a feeling where that was going. Anyone, feel free to step on me. You are too eager to be stepped on, or I'll say. Miss, I think I still need your help. Alright, fine. Well, that's one way for that to happen. Here, will you take this and... Hey, the door open, let's go! Fun. So the old man must have known. Much obliged. Probably should interact with Ralsei. Show him compassion? Show. Oh my god, that's what compassion means? That's great. Why is this compassion?
I love it so much.
Should be okay until we reach the study. Huh? Sorry, Chris. Thanks for paying so much attention to me. Yeah, nothing happens if I keep running over him. It's an actual stall. Amazing. There is a distinct lack of steppable objects in that direction. Darn.
What? That dialogue exists?
Apparently it does. It's safe for that direction, too. Chris, don't make me babysit this guy by myself. Hey, it's us again. But look, guess there was a backup. Even if it's broken, it always appears somewhere else. Prophecy can't be changed, after all. But lo, on hopes and dreams they send 3 heroes at the world's end. Hey, what gives? Ah, secret. Whoopsie daisy, darn my clumsiness. Good. Damn it, you broke it again, didn't you? Well, we were following that prophecy so closely, I couldn't see quite where I was going. Good. Hey, guys, there's another way here. Out of the way, old man. Susie, don't run ahead so fast. Got something to say to me? You broke it on purpose. Me? Why do you suppose I would do that? I like that these two options, neither of which are the one I actually suspect, so both are funny options. I appreciate the don't like prophecies one, though. But, actually it's funnier to say that he was trying to annoy Susie. Susie, eh? Is that what you think? I'm flattered. Yes, sirree, I'm flattered. Good. What an individual.
What do you think the actual reason was?
Actual reason? I think that he knew that there was a path back here, and so he broke it so he could go this way.
Not a bad explanation.
Ah, the terrible witches. They rain curses with bladed familiars. They were sealed away for being too fun. I mean evil. Ah yes, too fun. Good thing they are statues for all eternity. Ah, well that means they're not going to be statues for all eternity. It is interesting, though, that this is made of stone in much the same way as when a darkener is in the wrong, world for itself. It's some sort of statue. No, it's very much not some sort of statue. Ah, more plain in the dark, I see. Damn, another stupid maze. Hey, old man, which way to your study? Left it was. Okay, so I go right. Oh, piano. Could have sworn it was here. Let's try up. I'm gonna be sworring if he can't figure this out. Sworring? What the hell does that mean, Susie?
Who fucking knows?
It's Susie. Up, up, down, down. Okay, that's not the whole song. Oh yeah, it makes sense too, because the last one ended with the... Yeah, the last...
What do you think was gonna happen?
I figured maybe it would open up, but now that I think about it, yeah, the previous one ended with part of the bar, so the fact that the bar is missing from this tells me that we need more. Left here. Oh, it was left here. I'm going right. Well, I want to see what the old man has to say. Wait, the old man is gone. Left, left, right, up. Okay, he's a little bit sandsy. Oh, you went this way. You know, I've got a mighty hunch this ain't the right way. Though I do like going the wrong way. You got better ideas that way. Or you get better ideas that way. Now, what do you think? Where do we go? No wrong answer. A lot of options. Further left, back down, Susie, nowhere. Nowhere. Nowhere, eh? I'm sure you'll get there eventually. So what's the rush? Oh, that was a fun line.
So many great lines from this character.
I can see that. I'm curious to learn what who this character is supposed to be. Is this, you know, just a Darkner who looks like one of the, you know, Boom family? Is it supposed to be, you know, Alvin's Dark World counterpart? Or is it supposed to be like a Darkner made out of the memory of Gerson Boom? God knows, I guess I'll learn.
Should be obvious. It's Old Man.
True, it is Old Man. You're not wrong. The container of candy. It says, please take one. Restraint. Seems like an inherently unstable situation. What have you got to say for yourself? Dude, the old man was wrong. This is totally the right way. Susie, I don't think you should take that many. That's all you have to say for yourself, huh? Hey, let's try taking one. You took a candy. You got darker candy. Ooh, that's a good find. Can we do the same thing as an Undertale? You put your hand in the bowl of candy. Huh? The center of gravity has shifted? Chris, you greedy dumbass! Now we have to eat them off the ground! Yeah, that's Susie. This is all because we didn't eat it faster. Rossley, stop being such a wimp and help. Like, at least pretend to eat the candy or something. Got it. And apparently I could join it too. My god, what a ridiculous bit this is. Any more dialogue from Rossley? I'm just concentrating on wrapping them. If they're wrapped, you can't eat them off the ground. Oh, good lord. Anything back to the left? Nope. Get back here, dumbass! I can hear you leaving! Man, your ears are amazing, Susie. Was that crazy?
I didn't see that dialogue either.
Damn, took long enough. The hell didn't we go this way in the first place? Ah, what a relief, you found the right way. This nice young fella behind us was just raring to go through. Nice young... Huh? Oh, it's one of those things. Hey, wait a sec. More gooways. What happens with the old man and the gooways? Susie won't remember to do anything anyway, so she can just defend. This guy's great. How's it going? Get out of here! These guys are tough! Alright, alright. Oops, dropped my cane. You mind getting that for me? Rossley told a family-friendly story about a lovable yet lonely ghost. Do they even understand it? They don't seem to speak our language. Oh, I'm supposed to literally get the cane. Oh, I get it. The cane tells me where to go. Oh, that's very clever. Damn, that stupid cane made us get hit. If anything, Susie, the opposite. Do it again, old man. You call it a battle, but I don't see much fighting. We don't hurt the enemies, we spared them. Spare, huh? Like this? What? You recruited them? Well, you know, it works. I'll let you kids finish your battle. Well then. But the battle's already over. The old man received 438 dark dollars. Well, okay then. That was a hoot. Well now, I think I can find the way back from here. By the by, I'm running a little shop from my studies, so if you ever find your way there, feel free to have me at your service. Are you for real after all that? Going to your study is the last thing we're ever gonna do. Got it? I see, I see. Well, thank you. Goodbye for now. Boy, that was annoying. I don't know, I think that's some of the most charming dialogue we got into the whole damn game so far. Oh, so you decided to come by. Thanks. Damn it. Yeah, we weren't gonna avoid this, Susie. It's right in the middle of the road. See, there's a GUI here. Looks like it's studying. Interesting. I didn't know they could study. Oh, this place looks fairly intricate. It makes a noise. It's a pool of water. Huh? A feather drifted into it and turned into coins. Throw something inside. Sure, we'll toss it something. Ancient sweet. What the hell is an ancient sweet? Oh, I get it.
You got that during the church.
Oh, right. Also, I get it. This is how we sell things. Lancer cookie. Toss it for $5. Sure. Bye, Lancer. Let's see. Anything else I want to interact with before checking on some of the more obvious things? Doesn't seem to be. Okay, first things first then, the save point. The hearth glows brightly, pressing the night's chill away. You are filled with a certain power. Alright, let's check the mantle. Legend of the Magic Axe. Read it? Sure. The axe which nests beyond the pyre awakes from rest by golden choir. 3 tunes be kissed in dulcet wire, which whispers in the darkest mire. Huh. Sounds like there's some sort of cool axe. Or I'll say. Sorry, maybe the old man knows something about it? Nah, screw it, we'll find it ourselves. Susie really does not want to interact with the old man. Yeah, let's read it again. I want to think about it for a second. So there's an axe that is beyond some sort of fire. So we need some sort of singing to awaken it. So there's be kissed. What the hell does that mean? I'm guessing more or less just kissing or something. I don't know. So there's 3 songs, and there's something to do with wire. And this is going to be in some place that, at least metaphorically, is like a really dark swamp. Gotcha. Had to actually think about what that said for a minute, since the first time I was just reading it. Oh, interested in my wares? Don't be shy, take a gander. Why do you need money? Oh, it ain't for me, it's for these fellas. I gotta feed my sweet little recruits, don't I? Oh, that's why the GUI are here, it's his 2 recruits. Damn, that's some good continuity. That hadn't even clicked to me.
Yep, those are his recruits.
That's something. The door is locked with some contraption. I feel a dark presence past here. This must lead to the fountain. Interesting. This is probably the least linear I felt any Chapter B so far. Like, I have no sense of where I am relative to where we started in this universe. Welcome, welcome. A pleasure seeing you youngins here. What you need? Okay, we got a bunch of things we can do. Knight. You, haven't seen a shadowy figure, have you? Now that you mention it, just before you came in, a figure with a sword flew in that door up there. That tracks. But it's locked with some contraption. I reckon if you could get to the East Bell Tower, you might be able to open it. But scaling the bell tower doesn't seem easy without tools. Meanwhile, the Northwest Library's got lots of nice books. Might help you take your mind off it. It's that upper left door. Yeah, like we're gonna waste time wandering around there. You want something? What are you doing? Oh, I'm just working on a little personal letter. Miss, you mind proofreading what I got so far? Fine. Hey, all you've written is the. So I have. I'll keep going then. That's great. Magic axe. That plaque up there about the magic axe. Oh, the young miss wanted to chat about it, did she? The hell did I say that? I see. Then I'll just talk to myself about it a bit then. Legend has it, there's an axe hidden in these walls. And whoever wields it will have great magic power. But it ain't just hidden, it's locked away by some doohickey, yes sir. Maybe if you search around, you might find something out. That magic power thing, think it'd work on everyone? Well, it's worth a shot, ain't it? Chris, let's try and find that axe if we can. Oh, this one you're interested in. Store. If you're looking for wares, you got a fair share. Take a gander at that table down there. Wahaha! Everything in this study's mine, so lots for sale, Interesting. Did I miss what was actually sold? Yes, I did. So there's Rhapsody. Tea made of chance, heals 115 HP. Scarlixer. Sick juice that heals 160 HP. Wafer Guard. Whoa, that's an improvement. Holy Amulet. But spelled holy like there's a hole in it. Jesus, that's a hell of a defense up for Chris and Ralsei. And Scarf Mark. Pagekeeper Scarf. Defense +1. Okay, but why would I get Ralsei the Scarf Mark, but not the Wafer Guard, when the Wafer Guard clearly does... Oh, because that's an attack, I'm stupid.
They're different things.
Yes. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so do you want +1 defense and -1 magic, or to keep what you have?
That's a very good question. I do think -1 defense for the Wafer Guard, or -1 magic for the defense on Ralsei would be very good, though. And we're going to put one on Chris as well.
So wait, what? You're saying,
Oh, there's two. I'm stupid.
Defense?
There's two slots. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting how this works.
Sure, but you said you were going to, like, give Ralsei the defense thing?
Yeah, one of the
right?
Wafer Guards.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the thing, the scarf.
Nah, I want to keep what he's currently got, I think. Yeah, I think I want to go with that. What else was there? Yeah, I don't think I need anything else right this minute. Let's sell some old equipment. Toss and wanted armor. Wow, these do not sell for a lot, do they? Never mind then.
Wait a minute, can you check that again?
Sure. Yep, wrong one. Yeah, like all these are under 100 except for the glowers,
Wow.
which is exactly 100.
You
like,
can't even get rid of the blue ribbon. I never realized that.
That's insane.
Yes, they figured it's too valuable.
That's great. Yeah, let me remind myself of what the blue ribbon does real quick, because I feel like I've kind of forgot what that item is. Blue cheer bow. When the user uses a healing move, it recovers slightly more HP. Oh yeah, that should definitely be on Ralsei. But wait, what does the tie do again? A giant, heavy-duty, bulletproof tie. How to even wear it? Yeah, I feel like I probably want the wafer guard and the blue ribbon. Yeah, that really is just too valuable.
Isn't the tie more defense, though?
Yeah, you got a point. Yeah, I don't know what I should really equip on Ralsei, if I'm honest at this point.
Then the wafer guard. More defense than the wafer guard, I mean.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, maybe I never needed that wafer guard in the first place, then, because I definitely want the blue ribbon. I'd forgotten, though, what the blue ribbon did. What's the ginger dog?
I'm not actually sure. I'm asking you to check because I have no idea.
I find it a little hard to read this system, if I'm honest with you. The Tenatai does how much? How do I read what it does?
You can see the change stats.
I can see the change.
So if you cancel out of that, you see you have 8 defense and 15 magic. Now select the Tenatai and hover over the wafer guard.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's 7 and 17.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, so the Tenatai is better on that.
Does it give more magic, though?
Good question. So this is currently 15 magic, and that's 17 magic.
Okay, so it's not totally worthless, then.
Yeah. Honestly, might be a better choice in that case.
Yeah, I do wish it was a bit more readable. It's definitely usable, but I do wish that we could see, like, the stats broken down better on that screen.
Agreed. It looks like you'd be able to climb this if you had the right tools. Stacks of books with characters that cannot be read. You are filled with the power of not actually reading the text. That's great. Which I'm sure is something that a lot of people do with a lot of Toby's dialogue.
There's just
books.
So much text.
There really is. Blue book. I was trying to see if I could get away, but I do know that I need to actually fight him, so I would have fought him no matter what. Bibliox. Little wizard-like creature. Check. A worldly wizard that casts spells by spelling. Unfortunately prone to typos. Susie attempted to read. Ralsei wore reading glasses. Mumble, mumble. Human souls, monster souls, book souls. Interesting attacks. Bibliox augurs with alphabet soup. Easy proof. More time to fix. Fix typo for mercy. Huh. Well, since I don't know what this is, I should probably go with the easy proof. Select. Oh, I see. Success. Oh, that's fun. Susie attempted to read. Lorem ipsum. Ah, fuck. Both of them being tornadoes at once is kind of mean. Okay, we definitely want to get our easy proof going, and we can spare the other Bibliox. Ah, fuck. I thought that... I guess it just moves slowly. I was trying to hit the down button to move to the next one, but I'm guessing that just auto-scrolls between them. To buy or not to buy? Bubbles? I don't know anything about bubbles.
Bubbles?
Yeah, okay, he's tired, so... Let's... Heal prayer. Oh, wait, not heal prayer. Pacify, I mean.
He's tired, so let's heal prayer.
Yeah, totally. Okay. Oh, of course he respawns, but now he's less impossible to avoid. It's a pull. Throw money in?
Was it impossible to begin with?
I assume so. He seemed to move so fast that I couldn't avoid the fight.
Well, you went down last time, rather than trying to go past.
That's a fair point. How much will you throw in? This is very much like the fountain in the Ancient Basin in Hollow Knight, I'm guessing. But sure, we'll throw 100 in for now. The fountain now holds $100. The money you threw split the stream of the waterfall. Huh? Okay, so this is a puzzle. This isn't necessarily like the ancient fountain in the, there's the fountain in the ancient basin. It's some sort of statue. No, it's very much not a statue. When you pass to the other side, a great donation will show your remembrance. Huh. Interesting. So this is presumably because I gave it a decent donation that I'm able to see any of this. What is that? That's gotta be a monster, right? Well, I gotta recruit things anyway. It's not? What the hell am I looking at then? Oh, that's interesting. Smush. Sounds like the ground is wet here. The game mentioned, well, I should say specifically, that the clues above the mantle mentioned a marsh. This room certainly feels both dark and marshy. Huh. How do I find out where I need to be going around here? Confusing room for sure. Looks like I can't quite oh, nope, I could pass by something there. What's over that way? Did I get to go over there before? Okay, so I think I've really reasonably seen everything in this area besides just the top of the room where it glows gold, which I tried to go up, but it didn't seem to want to let me, really. It's a wall made of bells. Climb it? Sure. Can I? I mean, every other thing that I've tried to climb so far hasn't let me. Too slippery to climb. If only you had something to help you climb. Okay. Definitely a place to return to, then. Not surprised. This definitely feels like it'd be associated with the axe. Okay. Oh, hi, weird fez cap friend. Kinda weird that you'd throw dollars into a fountain. Didn't you have any didn't have any change? That is a fair point, honestly. Whoa, my party members have already got off and done their own thing. Hi, Susie. Dude, this ladder could be cool for Ralsei's room. And then we can put furniture on his ceiling, climb to it. More room for partying on the floor. Why is this a thing? Sure. Sweet, marked. I'll swipe it when he isn't looking. Oh, that's great. Susie, why would that be the first thing you'd think of when you see a ladder? I wonder if it's in here, too. Huh? Sorry, Chris. Just, looking for something we can use as a scrapbook. I don't believe you. Now this is gonna tie the goddamn room together. Oh, piano. That's interesting. Oh, very, very clever. And then I can get over to here. But I probably want to explore more of the room first. Oh, there's also a treasure chest. And more doors. And there's the telescope. There's a good number of things to explore in here, isn't there? Okay, I can't get up to the top left there. I'm definitely having a little bit of decision paralysis, though, in terms of what I should do first, because what if one of these ways is essentially forward? I don't want to go forward. The hell? Shh. This is a statue of our holy ancestor. A shame we could not meet. What brilliant sermon of peace might we have heard. You opened the treasure chest. Inside was Mystic Band. Mystic Band was added to your armors. Alright, what's a Mystic Band? And who's it even for? So that seems to increase magic, but decrease defense. Are we back to playing around with Ralsei's stuff again? Oh, wow, is that a big increase on the magic. Hey, sure, I'm probably making a foolish choice here, but I want all that extra magic. That's insane. Our holy ancestor. Our holy ancestor. I'm guessing they all say the same thing. Some kind of statue. How off-putting. Okay. Let's see. I almost forgot what I was doing there for a second. Okay, there's going to be some way. Yeah, up here. There we go. That's how you do it. Sweet.
Nice.
You open the treasure chest. Inside was Absorbax. Absorbax was added to your weapons. I'm assuming that's not the weapon that Susie's been looking for. Still looks...
where you split the syllables there.
Yep. Still looks like this is probably better, though. Jesus. Okay, now I have to figure out how to get down to the telescope. Hang on, I want to check something. Can I squeeze through here? I can. Okay, cool. So that does actually do what I was hoping. Ooh, but how am I going to get this where I want to take it to go? That's the real question. I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to get that out the bottom exit, so probably that's not the intention. Oh, I'm overthinking this. That's just sufficient. I literally have the puzzle solved, and I was trying to figure out how to solve... Oh, wait, no, I don't. Is there an alternative way through here? Yes, there is. Okay, yes, I did have the puzzle solved.
Congratulations.
It's a telescope. I thought that said observe kids for a second, but no, it does not. Observe Chris. Yeah, that's Chris. Wow, very, very helpful.
They appear to be looking into a telescope.
Indeed. Observe Ralsei. Hi, Ralsei. Aw, that's cute. Ralsei's being silly. Observe Susie. Just gonna pretend you didn't see. Oh, no. Nope, Susie's doing something. Oh, God, silly Susie. That's great. I'm glad I did that. It's amazing how there is no literal reward for doing that, but there most definitely is a reward in the lore sense, which is just as important, if you ask me.
In the lore sense.
Yep. Well, to be precise, silly jokes. Okay, I think I've seen everything in this room besides going this way. Okay, got wisps of some sort, and we've got a music room at the top. Alright, well, I'm going to assume that the top is the way forward, so let's try going one of these other ways first. Oh, hey, these guys have found a little lounge. Hey, don't you think this would be sweet for Ralsei's room? You don't have to, like, sleep on the floor. Sure, take it. Hell yeah, give me a hand. Wait, what are you going to do with it? You're not leaving now. Oh, these two are goofballs. Okay, damn, it's heavy. Let's just take, like... Yeah, that's good enough. How he can make a pillow fort. That's better than a bed anyway. More defense. Oh my god. We could just give him our pillows, too. Not like we really sleep there that much. Have you ever slept there? Maybe he can have some of my bed spikes, too. Oh, Chris, this seems like a complicated puzzle. Would you like any advice to speed up solving it? What does park your butt, Mr. mean in this context? What the hell? Okay, we're selecting that. Oh, okay. Oh, he gets to set. He's going to set in the spot that is not... It does not have a pillow. I think I'm parked. Parallel parked. As far as I know, I'm within the lines. Oh my god. That's such good dialogue. Well, since I told him no, let's hope that this is not unbearably difficult, but I'm not expecting it to be. Let's see. Okay, I want to actually look at the room a little better. Because the most important thing, of course, is that I need to get the chest. Like, 10 times more important than anything else, right? Actually, wait, I think that is just literally where I'm going. No, the room expects me to go up to the upper right. That's forward. The chest is an extra. Okay, so how might we go about doing that is the real question of the day, then. Shift octave. Ooh, that's a fun way to phrase that. Okay, so this is clearly the solution just to get out of the room. But that doesn't solve the, fact that ultimately speaking, I want the chest. I think I have an idea, though. Ah! I almost had an idea, but I was wrong. Very close. I just need this thing to get, like, over one more square. For right this second, let's just see if there's a better view from the other side of the room real quick. Probably not, but any additional information would be useful. Okay, so yeah, that's the way forward, and then down here is the chest. And so, yeah, what I really need is I really need to put the two of them, one right to the left of where Chris currently is, and the other one immediately to the left of that. Okay, so let's see. How do I want to go about that is the real question of the day. I think I might have an idea. But then that one's trapped in there and it can't get out. Gosh darn it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh wait, no it does. I'm just being silly. Okay. Today, that is the second puzzle today where I more or less already had the solution when it was questioning myself. Revivement, excellent, I need those. Especially since the knight basically chewed them all up on me. Nice puzzle. Let's see if Ralsei has anything to say about that. Nah, he's just parked. Parallel parked. Ooh, interesting. A conundrum's last 4 tones. Down, down, right, right. Okay, we're gonna take note of this real quick. I wouldn't be surprised if Toby requires me to have this just written down somewhere, but I'm going to make note of it anyway real quick on a, notepad. Conundrum's last 4 tones. Cool. There's probably a piano somewhere. Toby might remind me of it, but I want this just in case. Looks kind of like notes. Chris, maybe you can play them on a piano somewhere. Good idea, Susie, but doesn't the song look, a little unfinished? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I guess we gotta find the other half? Probably close. Let's go. Nice. That's an important clue. Oh, you changed your position. What? The couch? Should have called shotgun first. I think I parked. Okay, same thing as before. Nice. Okay. Now we go the other way. See what's over here. In Toby's games, what does and does not count as a dungeon is kind of vague, so I use this term in the most loose definition possible, but this is a pretty cool dungeon so far.
Yeah.
Anything
Whatever dungeon means in this case.
Yeah. In this case, I guess I'm just referring to everything post Gerson's shop. Well, I shouldn't call him Gerson. Old man. Interesting. Okay. It's over here. Okay, so there's a chest that way. Toby's gotten so good with these dark puzzles comparatively to when we last saw anything like this back in, you know, Chapter 1. These are really advanced. I like it.
What sort of puzzle was in Chapter 1?
There was, like, one very brief section where there was something that you couldn't see very well. I guess I just mean puzzles involving sight, or lack thereof. If I'm forgetting something, then go back to Undertale.
Chapter 1.
If you can't remember it, it probably doesn't exist and I'm making something up. So instead we'll just say Undertale, because there definitely was some dark puzzles in Undertale, and these are really clever.
Yeah, these are definitely somewhat reminiscent of the, you know, one room from Undertale.
Yeah, and I do think that in a very general sense that it's safe to say that this whole area is kind of reminiscent of Waterfall from, you know, the whole something to do with Undyne being in the back of the character's mind, you know, a turtle being a character that has some relevance to it, the music being more tonally quiet, much more cooler blue tones, etc. Oh, and prophecies being mentioned and expanded on. Okay,
that's a good point.
Definitely more to this room than I'm currently seeing, but the question is, how to get to it.
You can't get anywhere if you die here.
Yes, I'm aware. Okay, one moment. We're gonna go back to the save point and get our health back up.
I mean, yeah, you're getting hit a lot, but is it that serious?
Oh, no. Just figured I should be safe. There was a save point here, I believe. Honestly, this is way further back than I thought. Jesus. Why is this so far back? Oh, yeah, I'm all the way back here now. The book definitely moves slower than it did before. Probably one of the most unnecessary things I've ever done, but whatever.
If it made you feel better, then fair enough.
Oh, fuck, why did I go through it that direction?
Well, time to go back to the save point.
Nah, we only took one hit of damage. We're not doing that again. I'm not that
We're going all the way back to the save point right now.
Of course. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Cool. What the hell is that?
Oh, you know, it's... You know.
Yeah, you opened this treasure chest. Inside was Scar Elixir. Scar Elixir was added to your items. Okay, so we've looped back here, but how do we get to whatever that creature is? It does not look like there's an obvious way to do so, so I'm guessing that that probably is from a different area that I'm supposed to encounter him. Yeah, that's what we'll assume. I'm not really seeing anything else obvious at the moment that would lead me to him. Oh, it's the other half. A conundrum's first four tones. Okay, one moment while I pull my notepad back up and add them into our list. So these are left, down, left, right. So we got left, down, right, down, right, right. Cool. Oh, Chris, it's the second half of the melody. Now you just need to play it. Yeah, unless there's, like, the third half. That's called the third, Susie. There isn't. How do you know, Ross say? Oh, huh, that just led immediately right out. So how do I get to that critter?
I guess I don't know if there is a way.
Okay, well then, onwards and forwards, I guess. Well, definitely seems like the chest I found is a missable chest, so I'm glad that I got that. Okay, as per usual, he's just got the notes right there. Nice!
Oh, congrats on drawing useless arrows.
Yay! Actually, I did it even worse than that, because I literally wrote out the words left, down, left, right, as opposed to arrows.
Oh, you wrote out the words?
Well, I'm using a notepad on the computer, so the arrows aren't exactly very easy things for me to use.
You know, you are the kind of person that I would expect to actually use a physical piece of paper, so I was totally expecting that was what you meant.
I would if it weren't for the fact that the physical piece of paper that I have is on the opposite side of the room and I'm too lazy to get up and go to it. Which is also something... Yeah, that is also something you would probably expect of me too, if we're being honest, though, is that I would not get up to go find paper.
That I could relate to, though.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I do quite like physical pen and paper, but, yeah, no, not for this. I do use physical pen and paper a lot for other things, though, like when we've played Factorio before. I very much do with Factorio. Anyway, we got Susie. All we had to do is follow the prophecy thing. If it's that easy, maybe we should just do whatever it says. How about it, Ralsei? Want to memorize it for us? That's okay, Susie. I already know it. Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, Ralsei's... That's like the one thing he's really good at, is having the prophecy down. Down the corridor, darkness lies in wait. Shining only in your own eyes, the light defies it. You know, I had thought that it was interesting that, just as a note, we had a chapter in the library, but because it was focused on the computer lab, it was Cyberworld, and there was nothing to do with books. Now I see that Toby didn't just forget to do stuff with books, he had it saved for Chapter 4. That's fun. I am happy that we're getting some book-themed stuff, because that is fun. Hey, Ralsei, if you know the whole prophecy already, why didn't you just say how to do the piano? Huh? Well, I just thought, isn't it better if I don't say anything? Why? Hey, I think I found a light! Oh, you maybe didn't want to turn that one on, because, oh goodness. Whoops! Man, Toby loves the splat effect, doesn't he? Ow. I swear to God, Susie really is the only member of this party that is actually trustworthy. Here, let me... Everyone feeling better? Yeah, thanks. Like, I absolutely believe that at the end of the day, Ralsei is on our side, but Ralsei does love just sort of keeping things from the others, and I don't feel like he thinks that he should always be as helpful as he optimally could just because of their roles. Meanwhile, Chris is just basically an agent of destruction. I like that Susie is what you see is what you get.
Susie is very what you see is what you get.
Yep. Light. Who dare bring light here?
Also, before you proceed,
yep.
I got too curious about that weird guy that you saw off to the side in, like, the lantern area.
Yep.
And I fucking pulled up the, like, Undertale mod tool to see if I could figure out if there is supposed to be a way over there. There's not.
Oh, so he's just there. He's just chilling.
Yeah, apparently its name is Tao, though, as in T-A-O.
Oh.
There's fan art of that character, despite literally just appearing in the corner once and not having any dialogue.
That is fascinating. Like, to my knowledge, like, you know, the Tao as part of Taoism, which usually when you see Tao is what that's referencing, is largely centered around the concept of life or the way or something to that nature. So it's kind of amusing that a creature whose name invokes a sense of the way has no way to reach him. As to whether that's what Toby was going for or not, who knows, but that's just amusing in my book. Okay, there's 2 ways forward here, both of which are one-way routes. How do I know which one I'm supposed to take? Oh well, we'll go to the left. I'm feeling left today. And it does not matter at all. See, this is the kind of choice you get in gacha games.
Incredible.
Go back. You shouldn't come here. We're definitely gonna have a mini-boss. This zone is forbidden. Continue and you may find yourself spooked in the dark. That's an interesting word choice for this being. Spooked. Okay, I definitely feel like left is the non-way forward. And I'm right! There's literally nothing there.
Hooray!
Very well. If you come closer to this place, then you may find the dark has come to you. Oh. We're literally just fighting glowing eyes. I'm making a projection right now that the spoiler I saw for a jack-o'-lantern man is what we're about to fight here, but we'll see if I'm right. Darkness constricts you. TP gain reduced outside of treasure. What the hell is treasure? You've never told us anything about treasure, Toby. Jack and
Tell you
Stein.
one thing, this song is a treasure.
Oh, I could immediately see that. We got a remix of, like, the ghost theme for Napstablook or the dummy theme. Jack and Stein. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be our jack-o'-lantern friend. What the hell am I supposed to do? There's no actions I can do. I guess just check and defend. An unsightly beast that lives in total darkness. Gather treasure to gain TP and use Unleash to light him up. Okay, so treasure is something I have to get on the map. Oh, there's no escape from the dark zone unless you leave. Wow! This is incredible. What the hell? Toby always astounds me. Too dark to see near the walls. There's a pit here. Guess just defend. I don't think anything else is a better strategy. Go back. You're taking too long. You're taking too long. This is a funky-ass theme. I'm liking it.
Pretty great, isn't it?
Oh, it's phenomenal. Oh, that's fun. Oh, wow. Okay, so there really is a time limit on that.
So was that the pumpkin thing, the jack-o'-lantern thing you saw?
Yep, that's, I'm pretty sure it.
I knew it.
That's right. You're taking too long. I think I may have even seen that phrase in the thumbnail and then promptly forgot it because it didn't really mean anything to me.
Trust me, that has immediately become a meme in the Deltarune community.
I'm not surprised. Reveal weakness, that requires 60. What the heck was that pumpkin? That was scary. Oh, so the enemy is not the pumpkin. Just kidding, that was mine. Okay, so we need to move. Book for the exit. fuck. I'm maybe moving a little too
You don't
fast.
need to go quite that fast.
Oh, fuck. I think I got myself lost. Ooh, fuck. Made it. Although, to be fair, I probably lost more health just trying to speed up. Too dark to see near the walls. Oh my god, the little jack-o'-lantern friends. That's great. This is amazing. Also, I just noticed that that item is Chris only.
Oh, the ancient speed.
Yeah.
Well enough, I think you can technically use it on anyone, but it only heals like 5 HP if it's not Chris.
Wow. Oh no, I can't find my pumpkin. But maybe it will find you. This is wild. Okay, how am I supposed to avoid that?
There is a different way that got highlighted.
I guess I missed it. Yep, I must have missed it. Silly, stupid Peter. Okay, unleash. And Susie, you get to use a Rhapsody on Ralsei. Chris's soul emitted a brilliant light. Susie used the Rhapsody. You dare bring lights to my lair? Oh, in this place of true dark, light has no effect on me. Oh.
You're too bright.
No, he's too bright. Oh, so now I'm supposed to catch him. Okay, that's hilarious. What's all that noise? That's great. Okay, so we definitely need to build up TP again. Of course, I'm low health, which isn't great. No, the light has effects on me. Stop using that terrible go too dark. You're long. That's great. What a hilarious little line. You're long.
One of my favorite jokes in the game.
You didn't go back.
You need to chill out, I think.
Yeah, probably true. I am panicking.
You need to calm down.
Too dark to see near walls. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Instead, Mr. Very Nice Guy. Leave. This reminds me a little bit of the Impossible game or whatever it's called, that one Flash game from years ago where you were supposed to dodge through really tight little obstacles.
Man.
Ah, now he's being friendly. That's fun and all, but, that's a thing, that's great. There's so many good jokes in this. You could use Unleash. This is so eliminated. Brilliant
Your
light.
health.
Yeah, my health is not good. No, not the light, it burns to think my own pellets would be used against me.
Mamma mia.
Alright, but yeah, I think I'm at a point where I need to heal, as much as I don't really want to. Oh well, I can always buy more stuff later. Enough, my patience runs thin. No more keys. Dress and humiliation. Dress and humiliation. That's interesting. Nope, that was a dead end. These mazes are really neat. Oh, it's literally a dress. Oh, I see, it's over this way. You're taking 2-2. Oh, of course, I'm taking a 2-2. Oh, I dropped the 2-2. Oh. Apparently, you're not supposed to do that. Hey, that's funny. I might end up dead, but this is hilarious nonetheless. I have enjoyed this stupid fight. Too dark to see near the walls. There's something fluffy in here. Oh well, we do have a fluffy boy. I don't want to use a revivement on this fight of all fights. Fool that you are, you realize what fright forces await you. Tonight, on the most haunted of nights, I shall inflict you with my greatest curse. The same thing I was using the whole time. Oh, hooray. The same thing he was using the entire time. Yeah, I'm not terribly surprised by that.
Well.
Game over. Come on, that's all you got. I don't think I've ever seen this game over screen before. Is it different per chapter? Chris, get up.
Nope, this is the game over screen, since chapter 2.
Oh, huh. I guess I never got it in chapter 2, or I forgot about it. Why is this thing in the way? The blue flame flickers with the vision of a battle unfinished. Return to dark. Oh, it just skips me forward to this guy. That's convenient. That's nice.
Pretty nice.
Toby is very convenient. I like Toby's convenience. Okay, so now we know more or less how this fight works. Now I need to use what I've learned about it to my advantage. Oh well, at least it's a fun fight, and this is a good song.
True.
You're taking too long. That is such a fun line.
It's great.
You're taking too long. Oh, right, the top. I'm stupid. Wait, here's a question for you. Because I'm now sort of noticing that upon repeat, is it that there is actually a timer, or is it just that once you reach a certain point, he says you're taking too long no matter what? Because I was playing under the assumption there was a timer, but he seems to only appear both times at the same spot, so I'm beginning to suspect that there is not actually a timer.
Well, technically, there is a timer. If you sit still and do nothing for like 8 real-life hours, the attack will randomly end.
Really? Okay, I could take my time a lot more than I was realizing, Jesus.
Yeah, it doesn't communicate very well, but yeah, it's just a trigger when you hit a specific point in the map.
Okay, yeah, no it doesn't. I genuinely, as you yourself noticed and commented on, started plowing through the levels like a fucking crazy person because I thought that I needed to be quick as fucking lightning to avoid this guy. I was playing off of Spelunky ghost rolls, like, fucking move your fucking ass as quick as fucking possible or you're fucking dead.
Which means that one, that where you went to the exit, that was meant to happen.
Oh, okay. I assumed I just messed that up. I got probably another problem is because I was actually doing really well time-wise, I think I scared myself into moving even faster than necessary because I thought, oh Jesus, the timer on this is super fucking short.
Yeah, even that fast and still happening. Like that, I could perfectly understand that.
It was like, God, how tight is this timer? Alright, yeah, not even to go into the other exit.
Yeah, what they expect you to do is go to the exit, and then the jack-o'-lantern appears, and you're supposed to run away back up there.
Amazing. I do wonder how
It's
many...
actually really slow-moving in that section.
That's great. I do wonder how many people have died on their first attempt like I did because they made the same set of psychological mistakes I did.
Me.
That's great.
Very few people actually seem to die to this fight, but I did.
You're too bright.
Well, I guess both you and me have succeeded in being tricked by Toby Fox.
I did something very different but very stupid with the one with the chimney. Because I went to the chimney on my first attempt and completely missed the whole, like, you know, jack-o'-lantern covering up the exit thing. And on my second playthrough, I did basically what you did on your first attempt. Where, you know, you went to the exit and then, like, took a ton of damage because you couldn't figure out why the exit was closed.
That's great.
Because I didn't know that happened, because the first time I went to the chimney and, you know, forgot that was that map, so I didn't even have any concept of that being a thing that happened.
Makes sense to me. I'm long. What an insane fight.
Everything seems okay.
Yeah, I'm not really scared of this fight anymore now that I've learned that everything is kind of just, you know, scripted. I assumed it was like some insane fucking spelunky timer crap where I had to be fast as fucking lightning. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, and honestly, like, having to go really fast probably wouldn't be, like, hard or threatening at all if it was easy to fucking see.
Yeah,
Since you can only see like 2 feet in front of you, it's very difficult to figure out where you need to go next.
100% agree. Oh, I want that room. At the same time, though, is 5 really worth it when this is already kind of a hard-to-navigate maze? I'm going to say no. Nice. Didn't even encounter him that time, Jesus. Jackenstein unleashed.
On one hand, I think Ralse has like a move that can increase the radius of light, but it's not quite very much.
Nah. Yeah, probably not worthwhile then. I like how you say Mamma Mia and they're like he's a Mario brother. Okay.
It's great.
Final loop. Chris? Oh, what do you want, Ralse?
Look at the text.
Too dark to see something. Oh, yeah, there's something fluffy in here. That makes sense. Yeah, that's the line that I read before. Okay, I've seen this one. Now I just have to get through this. Alright, this is the one that's like the impossible game, so I need to be slow and careful. Now that I know I can afford to be slow and careful.
I think the one you're thinking of is the world's hardest game or something like that.
Thank you, yes, that. The world's hardest game.
Because the impossible game is the one that would go on to inspire Geometry Dash.
Yeah, you're right. I am thinking of the world's hardest game. They're very similarly named.
Yeah. I also have the problem where if I name either of them, I can never... That map is really hard, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably would have taken less damage if I just blasted through the projectiles as opposed to letting them hit me.
Now, whenever I talk about the impossible game or the world's hardest game, I always second-guess myself. Like, is that the one that's actually called that, or am I mixing them up again?
This is a good time for Ralse to use the executive buffet. And yeah, 100%. 100% understandable. I do not disagree with you at all in how confusing that is. Ah, fuck. I felt trapped.
This map is really confusing, speaking of confusing, because the paths that the things follow seems to be the path of the maze, but then there are some that are just clipping through the walls, so, like...
It's also unclear
you
how
can't really
far
even tell what the layout of the maze is.
Some of them also just sort of... Some of them bounce off, or I should say some of them stop at certain points, and others, you know, will continue straight, and it's hard to know which is which at a glance. Like, they are genuinely kind of annoying.
Ooh.
Now I'm taking 2-2. Yes, I am taking the 2-2. Not anymore, though, because I'm trying to get the hell out of here. Oh, hi there. Oh, thank you. How very nice of you, Mr. Pumpkin Man. That was very funny. And to think that
I'm kind of glad you died the first time around, because it's sad to miss that joke.
Yeah, that's really
I didn't know
good.
it was possible to actually get hit by it, like, the way you did.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Because it is funny. Fool that you are, you realize not what frightful forces await you. Tonight, on the most haunted of nights, I shall inflict you with my greatest curse. The same thing I was using the whole time. Ah, fuck. I do not like that one's bounce pattern. Okay, this is very World's Hardest game. Toby must have been inspired by that, I swear to God. This just feels like World's Most Impossible Game, or whatever we agreed that it was called.
The world's most impossible game.
I am very much not remembering what we said it was called.
Yeah, we love the most hardest, impossible list, difficult game ever, too.
That's a lot of those things. Oh, I think I'm kind of screwed here, aren't I? Alright, nope, not so much. You can stay dead, Ralsei, that's fine. I think we're at the end anyway. Versus Soul emulated brilliant light. No light. Don't bring it close to my face.
Mamma mia!
What an insane fight this has been. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was about to say, oh no, please don't stop at 29. That would mean that there's more, and I'm already kind of suffering health-wise. The light, not in the light. No. Oh, wow, that creature's a lot more wild than I was expecting. No, don't look. I'm too scary. What a bizarre being. That's amazing. Are you alright? The chandelier, it... Ouch. Ow, it hurts. It hurts. Everything's so bright. Couldn't see. Head hit chandelier. We're sorry, we were just looking for a way. Oh, my head, it hurts. It hurts inside. Don't worry. We know how to use healing, so... Ralsei is a good healer. Oh, it still hurts. Huh? Sorry, I guess I'll try it again. Maybe I could. Susie? Nothing. Never mind. No, give it a try, Susie. Poor Susie. Susie's so confident that she can't do anything. How's this? Feel better? No, still hurts. Poor creature. It was just having a disaster. And here's another poor creature. That's the adventure hero. Old man. Shouldn't you be busy writing a letter or something? Yeah, shouldn't you be helping that pumpkin fella? Nah, Ralsei's got it covered. I quit. Yeah, quit? Quit what? You know, healing. That green sparkle thing. So you don't like doing it? Well, I don't know, actually. First, I was really excited I could do it. But like I sort of realized, I just suck at it. What if you practiced? Put a little shell into it. I mean, I kind of... people aren't looking. I was kind of trying to practice a little bit, but I sort of realized, you know, I'll never be as good as Ralsei, so what's the point? So everyone can see how bad I am. I should just stick to what I'm good for. You know, hurting people. Magic. Is that so? Didn't take you for a purple-bellied coward. Coward? Hey, what do you mean by that? You're afraid of making some little green sparkles. Look, just casting it isn't a big deal. Alrighty then. Here. What? I pricked my finger with my pen earlier. If you're not a coward, give me your best shot. Fine, if it gets you to shut up. Man, the old man really gets under Susie's skin. Take this. Oops, my letter. Ah, clever old man. Ooh, the ouch. The hurt. It's gone. Susie? Susie, that was a great idea. Huh? I was wondering why my healing wasn't working. I suppose I was only healing the outside, but Susie, your healing blast seemed to hit the spot. Huh? Well, I was, actually trying to heal the old man. Just tried to heal the old man. Old man? Yeah, he's nowhere to be found. Sneaky old codger. Also, looking at this room properly, I can see that this is absolutely where we're going to get the gear to climb with, because there is no way out of this room without it. Guess he left, huh? Well, Mr. Jack is better, so let's be on our way. Let's talk to Mr. Jack. This is a fun design, very Cinco de Mayo, sort of. Well, not Cinco de Mayo, more Day of the Dead. Yeah, I don't know why I said Cinco de Mayo. I'm getting my Hispanic holidays mixed up. Anyway, I like his design. Very fun. You girl, you helped me. Hey, it was, you three, my friends. That's sweet. My name is Jackenstein. I was bullied and hated by the others from my large and ugly body. I was banished to the Dark Zone only to appear on festival night. I wear this mask because my true face scares even myself. Did you want to see it? Yeah, sure, why not? We've certainly been exposed to true faces quite a lot in this game after Ralsei literally unmasking himself twice. Cover your eyes. Oh! That's unexpected. Actually, it's kind of cute. Actually, it's too scary. The point is, you three are more different than the others. You are kind, merciful, and most of all, you don't know how to climb. Take this, my friends, my climbing set. You got the climb claws. Nice. It's too small for me. Then why are they yours?
Great question.
Young woman, thank you for the wonderful healing. Hey, it was nothing. Let me know if I could ever repay you. I live in a hole. That is great. I like this guy, he's amusing.
Jackenstein's great.
Very fun thing overall. Also, man, is it, I think, an exceedingly relatable thing to, like, probably a majority of people, what Susie went through. This idea of, oh, I'm not that good at this thing, so why even bother? Someone else could do it better. But as the old man points out, that's not the right attitude by any means.
Yeah. I think it's a really good message.
Absolutely. Oh, I can go up too. Okay, I was wondering if there was some way to go that way. This is a neat little system. Hey, what's up here? Hey, Chris? Can't guarantee you'll be any good, but, you know, feel free to ask me to heal again, if you need it. Aw, Susie, you're cool. I think that this is forward. I assumed that this was not forward, but this looks like forward. Huh, that's curious. You opened the treasure chest. Inside was 500 dark dollars. That's a pretty good amount.
True. And, you know, talking about the sort of arc with Susie and, you know, that sort of general message, I think it's especially a nice thing to come from Deltarune because Toby Fox definitely has a certain level of quality with his games that can feel unreachable in just how high it is, but that, you know, doesn't mean you shouldn't try. Because Absolutely. At the end of the day, all Toby Fox is just a guy who, you know, had a vision and decided to realize it.
Yep.
Granted, the success of Undertale had a lot to do with, you know, him having the, you know, funding to be able to do it, but, you know, still, he had to have made Undertale in the first place to be able to make Deltarune, so...
Yeah, and we all start off as beginners, every single one of us, at literally everything. Some people learn quicker than others, but we're all capable of whatever we set our minds to, in my opinion. At the end of the day, though, I mean, even Toby Fox, he had to start off somewhere. Like, it's easy to look at Undertale and think, oh, this man's always been a genius, but, you know, I've seen people play through the Halloween hack. I've seen what he did with some of his earlier works. It's not bad by any means, it shows promise, but it certainly is not something that I think most people would look at and go, oh, I can never attain this level.
Yeah, I don't really know much about the Halloween hack, honestly. Just that the vague sense of it that I've gotten is that it's edgy. You kill an old man, and also there's slurs in it.
Yeah, more or less.
At least one slur.
Yeah, like, it's certainly, you know, for what it is, not a bad thing by any means, but it's also, you know, very clearly an example of something that is a beginner's, you know, attempt at something. What the hell is this? An organ?
For sure.
What was that?
I said for sure.
Yeah. Melodies 3, there be. 2 in the southern towers, 1 where gold strikes water. Where gold strikes water. Yeah, I know where that is. And 2 in the southern towers. Okay. Yeah, nothing I can do with that for now. Just how more organy, though. Where are we now? Oh, we're here. Okay. And we were here earlier. What was down this way again? Oh, well, hello. It's a pumpkin. Sure, let's tell a joke. Why shouldn't you fight with a broken pencil? It laughed before the punchline. What a bizarre creature. Tell a joke. Knock, knock. I think that it might not like jokes. Hey, want a donut? I mean, it hurts one. What's worse than Ross in a trash can? I like how we're just getting a bunch of joke hooks, but no punchlines here. Tell a story.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was a lonely kingdom, and there lived a prince who had scarcely known anyone else until one day.
You're taking too long.
Oh my god, really? Okay. You're taking too long. That's gold. I'm glad I bumped into this.
It's so good.
I'm glad I bumped into this guy again so quickly. Considering the game's become kind of a lot more opened up, the chances of me bumping into him at that moment weren't, like, astounding. You know, considering the fact that I managed to avoid this guy up until this point, I had no idea that would spawn a Gouet. Oh god, I don't even want to think about how this is going to pair with the Balthazard. What was that?
Crazy that the Halloween hack was in 2008.
Jesus. Yeah. Definitely a really long time ago.
Yeah,
and yet, ironically,
it explains the overall tone of it, you know, knowing when it came out.
Yeah, Toby was a lot younger then.
Indeed. Certainly a different time, 2008.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, well, this is a wild attack. Let's see. The Balthazard is close. Okay, so we're going to shake the Balthazard. We're going to spare the Gouet, and then we're going to spare the Balthazard. That should be enough. Yeah, there we go. And I got my recruits from that. Well, even if I didn't really mean to do that fight, it didn't hurt to do that. Okay, I haven't been up yet. Oh, yes, I have. Never mind, I stand corrected. I have been up. Well, we probably need healing anyway after all that. Pretty sure I was just to the left. I can't climb up these, right? No, I cannot, so let's go down. Oh, we're here! Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I was trying to figure out how that all looped back around on itself. Oh, hey, he's joined. Hello, friend. Friends, thanks to your bravery, I faced my horrors and escaped Dark Zone. Now I clean house for old man. Kind old man gives me a drink called tea. I never forget friends. How could I help? Let's see. We got 3 things we can say. Advice where to go, nothing cute. Cute? What? I don't know that. Ah, now he's embarrassed. Nothing. Yes, you are great. Advice where to go. I heard a rumor that the Rightward Zone contains a beautiful piano. Be careful. Many hot peoples live in that place. Cruel to those with a horrible face. Do not like. Interesting. Might be one of my favorite Dark Worlds so far. This is just a thematically awesome place. I like this. You have anything new?
It's a really great chapter.
You want something? Let's see, I think I've already done all of these. So I guess we'll just fast forward through that. Oh, wait. Is this something new?
Why did you skip that?
Because I thought I'd already read that. I genuinely thought that was something I'd already read because it wasn't a new option, and unlike in Undertale when there was new dialogue where it says new next to it, this didn't, so I just assumed it was dialogue I'd already seen.
Yeah, it's like never done that except for like once with Sham in chapter 1.
Ah. Well, I guess I'll read what's left of it. See, Chris wasn't...
Well, the gist of it was that, you know, the old man was, like, drawing you guys in, like, the corner of his notes. And Susie is like, oh, you made a mistake, though. And the old man's like, oh, we'll take the pen, then.
See,
and Susie fixed it.
See, Chris wasn't saying Susie rolls. Classic mistake, that. You want something? Still right. Still doodling. Okay, well, I'm not gonna just assume that these others don't have something new, then. That nighttime thingy, like I said, central door up top. Oh, big old sweet pumpkin boy gave you his claws, did he? With those, climbing in the East Bell Tower should be a cinch. There ought to be a contraption there to help you, I think. You want something? Legend has it, there's an axe hidden in these walls, and whoever wields it will have great magic power. But it ain't just hidden, it's locked away by some doohickey. Yes, sir. Maybe if you search around, you might figure something out. If you're looking for wares, I've got a fair share. Take a gander at that table down there. Wahaha, everything in this study's mine, so lots for sale, lots for sale. Okay, so that's not new. Hey, well, to the right is the way forward, so I will go to the left, because now that we got the climbing claws, I'm pretty sure there were some things I could climb up in some of these other areas. What is the Fez hat doing to the Gouet? back, you zombie! Your beastly existence offends milady! I don't have a milady yet, but if I did, she would be offended. I sure hope a milady sees me doing this. And the GUI just has noises to make. That's great. Alright, let's see what we can find out this way. Okay, I've already seen that guy. Okay, I can go this way. Okay, I already read that. And presumably all of these dialogue pieces. Oh man, we're in a section where there's a lot of these things again. Oh, but here's one of the spots to climb. The music has changed. Above she waits, our beloved holiness, surely pining for the salvation of a great hero. But our legs, small and sweaty in excitement, find no hold in this accursed wall. And so we fall, tumbling again and again. Doomed are we who thirst for love just out of reach. Interesting. Oh, holy princess far above, if you would spare but a drop of your love, I promise I should never spill it, or mix it with powders to modify its flavor. That's not suspicious at all, excepting of course such flavors of sweet lemon and orange, which are clean to the taste and invigorate the humors. The humors! I didn't expect to see the humors mentioned in a Toby Fox game. This is gonna be a curiosity. Oh, that was a mistake. I can't quite reach up over there. I guess that guy's just there for the sake of being able to observe him, since there doesn't seem to be any way to actually get to him.
Just having fun.
Yeah, he's allowed. I certainly won't fault him for having fun. That's what I'm doing, after all. Ah, fuck. Oh, that doesn't hurt you. I was expecting damage. Oh! Poor thing. I'm kind of curious at this point where he ended up. Yeah, I need to see if he has dialogue, because I just knocked him off. No, there's still only 2 of them down here. Okay, I stand corrected.
Gone.
Yeah, he's just gone from this world. Poor being. What's over this way? My demise, apparently. Yeah, there's no way to get over there. Man, Toby made a really cool game, didn't he?
And the rest of the team, of course.
Yes, and the rest of the team. Ah, my legs, they tremble. I'm afeared. I can't not clamber any further. Young soldier, if you should meet her, could you tell her of my exploits, that I may earn so much as a small thimble of her love? Go on, young soldier. I am but too sweaty to continue. Very interesting labyrinth.
Nice.
There we go. Water? It's a regular container of water. There's no reason to expect interacting with it to do anything. Yes, there is. It's Toby Fox game. It's a regular container of water. Hey, I guess it really doesn't do anything. Huh. Oh! What? A battle? I merely wanted to investigate the water container, and suddenly you have drawn me into a battle? You are brash, young soldier. If you seek my love, you must prove yourself worthy of a princess. This is not your typical water cooler. Holy water cooler. Jesus Christ, of course. Holy water cooler just seems like a water cooler with an ego. Susie puts cups on Ralsei. Ralsei cleans Susie's spill. Boople. Ah, we've got basically just another water cooler fight. The water cooler
Or
considers
is it actually a water coolest?
True. The water cooler considers the precise gemstone to compare its own hue to. Sure, we can chat. Everyone chats around the water cooler. All around me did you chatter, but your tepid words have not once been decanted in my direction. Your ignorance bescorns me. Speak well of my nature, and you shall be spared. Okay, nice. Beg for mercy! You begged for mercy. Blessed are those who kneel to me, for my waves shall cleanse you. Close your eyes, for as long as you adore my purity, no harm shall follow you. Holy water cooler took mercy on you. Susie face crushes a cup. Ralsei cleans Susie's spill. The water cooler considers the precise gemstone to compare its hue to. Hey, flirt. What is that gonna do against the water coolest? You flirted with holy water cooler. Romantic are your words. Young soldier, your words are sweet like honeydew. Is it the first time you have spoken to a lady such as I? I flirt with everyone. You think, then, that I shall drink the words from those that would flatter and cajole and find them sweet? Nay, you would do well to say such tanging powders for a man or woman of the tap. Susie puts cups on Ralsei. Ralsei absorbs trace calcium. It certainly seems like the water cooler did not like being told I flirt with everyone. Alright. Let's beg for mercy again. You begged for mercy. Again you pray with renewed vigor, but now your hands shake with carbonated nerves, and fear drips down your face in painted horror. You beg not for salvation, but my purity, but for fear of some ugliness you see reflected in the glass. Once again I shall show mercy, but no more. Okay, so that's the last time that works. Hey, we'll try flirting again, just because that's funny. You flirted with holy water cooler. Romantic are your words. Young knight, your words were accepted once before. Already they are bottled up in a masonry jar, where aged with time they will one day be opened in a fair far season to blossom with the whisper of old grapes. Continue babbling, and the chalice shall overflow into turbulence and lose all meaning. Okay, so that presumably is as far as I can take that as well. It seems your affection has caused some change in my form. Ah, it's breaking. Oh, interesting. We have a water spirit lady of some sort. And I absolutely fucked that attack up. Waves crash far, far, far below. Yeah, Miss Mizzle. Hey, we got brand new stuff here. Check. Okay,
I want to
Hill.
talk about how flirt was one of the options when it was a water cooler, but now that it's not, flirt is no longer an option.
That is hilarious. I love that.
What does that mean, Chris? You want to explain yourself, Chris?
Very good question. Miss Mizzle, a Mizzle transformed with affection. Susie snores while awake. Ralsei casts Hill Prayer. Glory, glory. I feel like this should be way easier than my brain is making it. Embezzle. Sure? Why are we embezzling? Susie embezzled an item. Stole bitter tea. That seems useful. Ralsei makes toothpaste. That seems like something he would do. He is the toothpaste boy.
Toothpaste boy.
Yeah. Nuzzle. Ralsei nuzzled Miss Mizzle. Miss Mizzle got a little bit tired. Susie snores while awake. Oh, Mizzle turned pink. Glory, glory. You hear the sound of raindrops. Hey, spare time. Chris spared Miss Mizzle. You won! What a weird fight. Okay, so just...
That wasn't that interesting.
It was. Save me the time, Grayson. Do I need to write this one down? I'm assuming I don't, since I've not needed to write any other one down. And yeah, that was a wild fucking experience. What in the world? It's a regular container of water. There's no reason to expect interacting with it to do anything. So it still does nothing. Blessed are you who walks with Our Lady, and blessed be your legs, for they have a nary a bead of sweat. Blessed are you. Oh, we already read that. To thank our holy princess would join your court. Oh, joy! I shall rejoice and throw my greatest powders, electrolytic, and few in calorie. I had to stop and think about if that's how that would be pronounced. That was a fun little bit. I enjoyed that. This is a
Yeah, it's a unique encounter for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Toby really was on about water coolers at this point in production, wasn't he?
True.
I came here to see the sage's advice on my journey. Surely this legend shall make me a righteous hero. If it doesn't make me a righteous hero, then it really sucks. Cup, lad, listen to my long tail. A is for apple, B is for bee, C is for... N is for you. That's great. I cannot get past this dude. He is blocking the way. What a fun little bit of dialogue that is. There's so much dialogue in this game. The others here... yeah, I already read that. Okay, I already talked to that guy, already saw that. I think that's everything in this direction.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Let's see, but we can't go this way. Oh, we got a Balthasar over there. Okay, we can go up this way, but first let's save. Oh, we got another one of these echo chambers. You hear whispering. Okay, so we got a maze of beings that are whispering to each other in the dark. Very curious. Well, I'm not going to talk to every single one of them. I might talk to this one, though. Nah, that one wasn't useful either. What a curiosity. Should be up there. Up north. Up north? Okay. Does that mean in this room? Seems to be a way to go. So probably. Up, we got another piece of the piano medley. And again, I will assume I do not need to make a copy of that.
You do not. That'd be very mean.
They're all frozen. That is interesting that they were whispering beforehand. How very, very curious. Toby knows how to create atmosphere, that's for sure. Try to see if there's anything else in here that I missed. I don't think so. I'm very curious if we're gonna bump into any of the creatures that look like this that aren't frozen at some point. Okay, yeah, I'm convinced at this point there's nothing else in here. Alright, may as well save since we accomplished something. And see what's down this way.
Accomplishment.
Not a lot. It's a wall. Looks solid. Why is this an option? Okay. You hug the wall. Chris? Hey, sure. Chris, you're a weirdo. Okay. Pretty sure that's everything in this backtracking section. Wait, what was to the left here? Oh, it's these guys. Okay, we're back here. Well, there shouldn't be anything new around here, necessarily, but I will say that that makes it obvious where we go next, to the right. Ah, and I can climb this. I don't think that did me any good, but I could climb it. That's neat. Oh, I can climb this one, too. Hi, Fez friend. I did clamber my best, but I found no princess here. Unless, perhaps, this pillar itself is the princess. Well, if so, you have succeeded. Yes, this princess must be shy or sleeping. I will wait. I will wait. Why are all the Fez friends so obsessed with princesses?
Good question.
Ah, soldiers brimming with youth, seek you to join the ranks of the captains. Oh, they're solo cups. Okay, that makes more sense now. Heave-ho! Together we shall stack in Crimson Tower to the savior of our princesses. Now then, get climbing to the eaves, I mean, it still doesn't necessarily explain why they're interested in princesses, but now I know they're supposed to be solo cups. What? Can't you climb? Neither can us all. Just some bravery will do. Just some bravery. They say a piano-like organ rests above, opening the way for those who play it. Unfortunately, I lack the grip strength to reach such a place, but do you? I cannot grip, nor can I sip. Trouble is brewing for a man like me. This is a kingdom without king or prince, flaky disciples lost in meaningless worship, old scholars grayed by research forgotten, fairies, princesses, soldiers, on the outskirts ghasts, wild beasts of horror and sloth, and of course, a dark night. I shan't seek my fortune here, 'tis a doomed place. Should you fancy me to join your court, I would be but brimming with pleasure. I'm guessing that means I've recruited him.
You know, the princesses thing makes sense, considering they're like solo cups, and the one princess that you saw was, you know, Miss Mizzle.
That's a good point. I think you have a very, very good point. Our princesses, the water fairies. Oh, well, we're literally getting more information. Wait for us in the high above. Climb, climb we must. Yes, there's one down here too. But any good cup knows a princess's value is equal to their height. A ground-bound princess is not worth washing your hands with. That's bias. You opened the treasure chest. Inside was Wingblade. Wingblade was added to your weapons. Okay, well, let's see what that is. It's not anywhere near as good as the Black Shard. Who's surprised by that?
Nobody's surprised. It's not as good.
Yeah, it'd probably be a good find if I'd started from Chapter 4. You know, that looks like forward. I was actually thinking that this was probably forward, but let's go this way first. No, this is definitely forward. Good old RPGs, when you can never tell which way is the way forward. Okay, let's water cooler. This must be the princesses that were down here that they didn't want. Mizzle is sleeping peacefully. Oh, that one's already good. Alright, check. S action, the bottom one. And, oh right, you're not actually able to pacify yet, are you? Okay. A sleepy water spirit. When tired, use Raw Says Pacify. Susie breaks a wet floor sign. Of course you do, Susie. Z, am I still dreaming? Interesting. Bizzle is nosy. I can't entirely tell if the pun here is supposed to be, like, based off of a missal, the books and churches that contain, like, the programs and hymns and things, or if it's supposed to be a different pun.
I would not know. I don't know a lot about churches.
That is fair. Or also cast Pacify. Am I still dreaming? All I know is Toby loves puns, so I imagine their name is a pun on something. But but it could also be something more water-based. Bizzle uses a ring left by a cup as a magic circle. Hey, why don't we do something here? Embezzle, sure. Let's get some embezzlement in. Stole Scarlexer. Also make some toothpaste. Nice. Oh, what the hell? Sure, let's do a lullaby. Everyone sing a lullaby. Zizzy is just amused by that. Am I still dreaming? I really like the battle theme for this chapter. As much as I love Rude Buster, this is genuinely a really good theme.
It is really good, and it's one of the songs that I added to my music folder.
Toby is really good at battle themes, I swear to God. Nothing up there. Okay, now I have no idea which way is forward. Alright, well, let's talk to this guy. The Lightner's service has never gone on without me, Kaka. I must be the most important of all, Kaka. The Light... what a rare single dialogue characters. That guy is the fire extinguisher. Oh, I was genuinely wondering what he was supposed to be. That guy is the fire extinguisher. Thank you, Toby. That was not obvious to me, but that makes it hilarious that he thinks that he's the most important thing to the service. Not that that's not
Service has never gone on without him.
True. And, you know, like this guy says, it's not like it's not important. You do need fire extinguishers. The Queen's chariot cannot be stopped. Oh yeah, we're definitely referencing, Chapter 2 there. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else this way. This was the dead end.
Speaking of that one battle theme, I have to wonder if it's, you know, just like this chapter thing, or if it's going to be replacing Rude Buster.
That is possible. I guess we'll find out in Chapter 5, but it could be a while before we get there.
True. It's interesting that the song is called From Now On.
That is an interesting title for the song. It could just...
Which could imply it could be replacing Rude Buster.
It could be. If so, I would not expect another replacement with a name like that.
Still, as good as Rude Buster is, From Now On is, I don't know if better is the right word, but I do really like it.
Yeah, I don't know if I would use better either. I'd say that they're very different, but it's an apples and oranges kind of thing, right? Like, it's hard to compare them because they're not doing the same thing at all.
Yeah, I think that Rude Buster probably has a more interesting composition, but probably because of, like, instrument choice and mixing and stuff like that, I think From Now On just sounds better.
Yeah.
That's what years of experience will do, I guess.
Absolutely. I do really also just, like you said, appreciate the instrumentation. I'm quite fond of, you know, more classic old world instruments like organs and harps being used in interesting modern ways, and this certainly makes both the song for this area as a whole and, you know, From Now On, make good use of the organ in a unique way.
For sure.
And it makes sense for a church area to make use of the organ a lot. It's basically what I would expect from Toby.
For sure.
Really?
It kind of got it right there.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Honestly, the best thing probably is to do something like that. Yeah, that... I hadn't really thought about using that for purposes other than scaling the sections I can't get through anyway, but that just makes sense. And now that I look this way, I think this is forward anyway, so I don't think I even want to be here just yet. Rather ironically. Maybe that's forward. I will say, Toby's definitely gotten better at making labyrinths. Like, I have no sense of where I'm going.
Congratulations, you're back at the start.
Yay. But I got what I was looking for, which was anything that might have been hidden that way. Which is mostly just these coins, but, you know, I can't move forward without knowing I've got everything first. Okay, is this forward or is the other way forward? And there's a chest, too. Okay, well, we gotta
Just go the way you're already going, please.
Alright. I'm guessing I can't miss anything anyway, as is always the case. Charging up the biggest jump. That's the secret to going the fastest. But I keep bumping. I must not bump for my lady. Single dialogue. Oh, I see. This is on a timer, isn't it? Just barely. Incredible climbing speed. Your fastest time for the first lap is 7.1 seconds. Oh, you're keeping track. Nope. I didn't want to do that. But it looks like...
Good thing you just struck that back up.
Yep, very kind of you, game. Is that a way forward? Doesn't look like it. Probably just another shortcut back up the way. Alright. Made it. I see a mizzle up there. You dare waken a lady from her peaceful slumber? If you shall press further, then we shall have no choice but to duel for her honor. On guard! Okay, that was not very impressive. Good job, friend. You tried your best.
That was a hard fight.
Mm-hmm. Our lady! That might be a little bit more problematic. So many of them. What are you guys doing? You woke me up. Well, Louis, I told you not to wake me up. What is this, the 5th time? I can't stand this place. Off the missile goes. You open the treasure chest. Inside was Power Band. Power Band was added to your armors. Well, back to the armors again. What does a Power Band do? Up to the attack, lowers defense. Don't care. Given that I'm probably not going to be going all out bashing the shit out of something like I did with, you know, like I did with, the Knight for a while, I'm not that interested in attack up at the moment. Incredible climbing speed. Your fastest time for the second lap is 11.1 seconds. Wow, 3 ones in a row. I don't need to do that. I can do this. I'm guessing that there's nothing else in this area, so on we move. Thank you for telling me to not keep wandering around, because as it would turn out, this is just a very big side area.
Yep.
Okay, but how the hell do I get to that chest is the question. That should be my next concern. No, I want the coin. Wait, why don't I already have that coin?
Maybe it reset when you left the room?
Ah, so you can literally just...
Oh yeah, definitely did.
So you can very, very slowly farm dark dollars here. That's interesting.
You could. Or you could do it by fighting enemies, which is a far more normal option.
Yeah, I would agree. That is far, far more normal.
And probably way faster, too.
I have not seen an obvious way to get to that chest, and that is annoying. Okay. Yeah, I've already been that way. I guess just go up to the top. Since I don't have any obvious idea of how to get to the chest, for now I'm going to assume that the way to get to the chest is not in this vicinity. Ooh, bell tower. Oh, hey, it's a big organ. What? You don't know the notes you gotta play, right? Maybe the answer's somewhere around here? No, we know. We know what the notes are. I'm kidding, we really don't. That is interesting, though. I can just control this however I want. Wait, what? What is the thing at the far end? Just an S? How the fuck do I do that?
Let's see.
Let's see. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, regardless, I need to go ahead and find what the key is. What is with Toby and water coolers? Hi, Mizzles. How many Mizzles have I recruited? Do I need more Mizzles? I probably do need more Mizzles. But for now, we'll just assume that if I get to a point where I need more of them, I can always come back. As per usual, it's probably better not to unnecessarily fight things in a Toby game. So, that, piano thingy. Maybe the notes we gotta play are in a book? Could be. There's another, green book. Hey, guys, there's something weird about this one. It looks just like that one, the old man. What old man, Susie? There's no old man. Hey, look, it did something. Susie, you're hallucinating. There's no old man. I don't know what you're talking about. Chris, rather than following her... Oh, are you going to suggest that we imagine what she's up to? Why don't we just close our eyes and think about what she might be doing in there? Yeah, that seems unnecessary, I'll say. But you know, Susie might want to be... It might be nice if she had this chance, too. Perhaps if you just close them for a moment. I feel almost bad at this point for pushing the don't. Okay, fine, I'll say you win. Then let's close our eyes. Man, Ralsei really doesn't like people pushing back on him, does he? Guys, I bet it's in here somewhere. Guys? Oh, hey. Hey, old man, what are you doing here? Just came here for some peace and quiet to write my letter. Your letter? Dude, you have a study. Why are you here? You know this is a dream, right? As soon as it's gonna end. Did everything here, this place, that letter? You don't say. Yeah, but I'll still be here when you wake up. You were trying to teach me something earlier, weren't you? That? Aw, you did all that yourself. Come on, man. You're the only person I've met who teaching me made me actually feel less stupid. Well, it helps that I'm losing my mind, don't it? So, see anything with music notes on it? Oh, you mean this thing? Oh. Yeah, that thing! Cool, I bet Chris can memorize it in. Conundrum's multiple tones. Ooh, that one's a long one. Here, pen and paper. Wait, you want me to copy all that? Plus, if I get your pen, how will you do your letters? The important part's already done. Besides, who good's a teacher that doesn't give homework? Screw you. Her and the old man's interactions are charming.
They really are.
I'm very curious what this old man is. Is he just a Darkner? Is he a Darkner based off of old Gerson Boom's, you know, previous being? Is this Alvin's Dark World form? Hell, this could even be Mrs. Boom's Dark World form, which would be very weird. Hey, I got the music copied down, kinda. Might not be perfect, but, Ralsei, where the heck were you? Huh? I got the puzzle solution. Let's just go. I'm glad I didn't push Ralsei on that one. I'm sure I would have gotten some interesting dialogue, but I would have been very sad if I'd missed that interaction with the old man.
I would have been sad if you missed it too.
Something is blocking the doorway. It's a door. Yeah, I feel like Toby did that on purpose. He knows that people are probably inclined at this point to deny Ralsei because it's interesting to see what happens if you do. But people also like Ralsei, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna try denying here, but then Ralsei bites back sharply enough at it that it makes you feel bad to not go ahead. Like, I feel like Toby wanted me to have the reaction I did, so that I know there's something I can do there on a repeat, but not to do that the first time.
Makes sense to me.
Yep. Well, I guess I gotta find a Mizzle. Hi, Mizzle. Mizzle is sleeping peacefully. Let's embezzle. Gotta get those embezzlements, right? Ooh, a revivement. Very nice. This attack is kind of painful. Mizzle contemplates going back in her container. Alright, they're both awake now. So we're gonna lullaby X. Mizzle uses a ring left by a cup as a magic circle. That's charming. This whole game is charming, though.
This game's great.
Okay, I should be able to spare one of them. Yep. Let's S action and R action the other one. Susie snores while awake. Ralsei puts a wet floor sign. Am I still dreaming? Oh, fuck. I'm used to the solo version at this point. Or the double version, I mean. There we go. You won. Got some dark dollars. And more importantly, a revivement.
And that is pretty great.
It's a really good fight. I'm glad I embezzled on that one.
Fun fact, I think that's like the only infinite source of revivement in the whole game.
Wow. It's amazing, honestly, that Toby's even offering an infinite source of revivements, all things considered.
Yeah, it would be horribly tedious to actually take advantage of it, though, because not only is there... I actually don't know how it works exactly, but I think there's only a 10% chance you get that, and you'd have to use it over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, there are some games I played where there's, like, infinite sources of some of the most important items, and it is absolutely worth stopping and doing that for a while, but I would not expect that from a Toby game.
Yeah, there'll probably be enough revivements. Probably.
Yeah, probably. Alright, Chris. With this, we got it in the bag. Sheet music was added to your key items. Okay, what's this gonna do? Oh, wait, I don't actually know the song, do I? It's in my bag. Alright. Chris, maybe I could give it a try. I think Or I'll say, wait a sec. Chris, today in church when you were asleep, your mom said you used to play good. I don't know why you're pretending you can't now. Maybe you're, like, embarrassed or something? But, like, you know... Chris, you should play. I would like to, but I need to know what the notes are. What did it... It makes me... Oh, you know, I was about to say, it makes me wonder what would happen if I just played the notes, but then I realized I can't just play the notes because I couldn't see the rightmost part of the screen at the moment it was revealed to me. Only Susie knows what the notes are. Oh, clever, Toby. Although on a repeat playthrough, I could know what they are. Hell, on a repeat playthrough, I could probably even play this before even doing the section to the right. Well, it's not a repeat playthrough. You thought about Susie's words and took a deep breath. Your hands began to move on their own. It's amazing how many different remixes of Don't Forget we get. What a prevalent leitmotif.
True.
Fascinating. Hey, why'd you stop? That was cool. You should, play more. Seriously, you're an idiot if you quit playing. Susie is nice, isn't she, Chris? Susie is nice. Although she is the most cactus.
Yeah, you can actually read the sheet music.
Oh, really?
It is in your key items.
It's a bit hard to read the characters, but it looks like this. Oh, interesting. Does make me wonder somewhat if I had this, if, you know, like, if one could actually just, like, play the melody off of this. Like, is this actually accurate on the bar?
Pretty sure I tried, but it did literally nothing.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not going to try.
There are other, like, Easter eggs you can play on this piano, though.
Oh, go ahead and tell me some.
So, they're a bit complicated because some of the notes require you to hold the shift octave button. Some of these songs are, like, impossible to find without data mining, basically, but someone has compiled a list of them.
Ooh.
There's a lot of them, so just pick a few of them that look neat and play them, I guess, if you want to.
Oh, okay, one moment.
The way that this person has transcribed it, the ones in brackets mean that they are in the octave where you have to, you know, hold the, shift octave button.
Alright, let me see if I can adjust my windows in such a way that I can actually see this and see Deltarune at the same time. Should be able to, in theory. Alright, well, let's just try the first one for the record. I'm assuming that there's no particular speed constraints here.
Don't think so.
Alright. Oop, fuck. This is going to be a slight pain in the butt. Let's see. I definitely want to keep my hand off the X key, if at all possible, and I'm going to avoid even having a finger on it. Just one on the Z, one on the C, so that I'm not inclined to do so. Oh, what a pretty melody. It's like a lullaby. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. Yeah, that's from Undertale.
It's his thing.
Makes sense. It makes sense that Ralsei would like his theme. Ah, that sounds so friendly and sweet. What is that even supposed to be that I just typed in? I couldn't quite pick up on it.
Try it again and see if you recognize it.
Alright, one moment while I quickly get myself back in a position. Yep, let's see. Bum, 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 bum. No, it's still not quite. I may be just played in the wrong, cadence here, so that it's not clicking. What is that supposed to be?
Your best friend.
Oh, fucking course it is. Goddamn. Some of these might be a little hard again, because I can't exactly guess what the cadence that you're supposed to play them at is. Some of them I may not even be able to, thanks to the shifting octave thing being kind of a pain. Makes sense that Ralsei also likes that one.
It sounds friendly and sweet.
Hang on, I think I messed that up. I don't know how restarting works, but I'm going to assume I want to start on a fresh one. Let's see. That melody's a little annoying. I wouldn't say that. Duh, you wouldn't. Man, I am doing a bad job of picking these up. Based on the dialogue, that's supposed to be like Birdley's theme or something. The way that the character's calling it annoying.
The person who transcribed these refers to it as dog song, but I'm not sure about that.
That would sort of make sense, but at the same time, yeah, I wouldn't be so sure about that either. I don't really hear it, but I don't really hear any of these. Let's see. No, I don't need to type a bunch of C's in the Discord chat. Let's see. Oh. What, you gonna serenade Ralsei with that one? Is that the theme that plays during, like, the whole sequence with the, Ferris wheel and stuff?
I'm not sure. Play it again.
Okay, I'll try my best. And that's what it is. I don't know what song necessarily is, but I don't really know what any of these songs are necessarily.
Most refers to it as the legend.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hey, I think we got a big one incoming here. Thankfully, there's no shifts in it. I must have made a mistake in there somewhere, but I can immediately tell what this one is supposed to be. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Susie? Nothing. Just thought it was kind of cool song. Yeah, that's With You in the Dark. That one's easy.
Good old Don't Forget.
Yeah, don't forget. Alright. What's that supposed to be? There's just an arrow up into the left in this. Oh, it probably is exactly
Discord's messing up the formatting. Just pretend it's the emoji.
Is that supposed to be Noelle's theme? That one's kind of nice.
Yep.
Wonder if I could learn. Makes sense. Wonder if I could learn it on guitar. Of course you do, Susie. Let's see. I would never have got that a million years, so thank you for fucking telling me, Ralsei. Jesus. Oh, that's Mr. Rolls' theme. Well, you can't have, you can't have a composition without having some rolls, alright?
True.
More like the theme of his getting his ass kicked. That's about right. Hell yeah, that's majestic. Perhaps the old man would enjoy that one. Is that literally just the theme of the old man? I honestly can't recognize it, but the dialogue makes me think it must be. It's too short for me to
Probably.
really... Yeah, it's too short for me to really pick up on it. Oh god, the next one's got a lot of octave shifts. How emotional. Maybe you should play that for your mom. Toriel's theme, maybe?
Heartache.
Yeah, that does make sense. You know, she hasn't heard you play in a while. Dude, stop messing around! Okay, so is that even anything, or is that literally just messing around?
So there are 3 songs that give that response from Susie. I only included one of them.
Alright.
That specific one was, "You've Got a Friend in Me."
Interesting. No wonder I didn't recognize it, because it's not a fucking song from Undertale.
The other 2 songs that give that response are Chopsticks and Heart and Soul.
That makes sense. Okay. There's like a whole bunch of different songs named Heart and Soul. Do you know which one is specifically is being referenced?
No fucking clue. I mean, you can play it if you want.
I don't. There's a good chance I won't even know which one it is since there's so many of them, so I'm not gonna waste the time. Well, you're already typing it. Okay, we'll give it a go.
Oh, well, it's up to you.
Yeah, let's see. Is it the one I'm familiar with? Yes, it is. Da da ba da 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 da.
I don't know what it is, but I assume it's a classic piano song or something.
Yep, no, I'm familiar with it. Yeah. Also, I think I'm mixing up the title with a different song that has a bunch of them. I think this is probably the only song that's called Heart and Soul. That makes sense. Gotcha. Okay, moving on. We've got this one. Which, let's see. I'm trying to think if this is the one that I played just a little bit ago or not. Well, whatever, we'll play it. How emotional. Oh, this is the one for Toriel. I'm actually too high.
Yeah, that's Heartache, and then the one below that is You've Got a Friend in Me, and the one below that should be the next one.
Okay, cool. What's that song? Sounds like crap. What is that? I definitely have heard that, but what is that? Grayson, what is that?
Once Upon a Time.
Oh, of course. Feel like I heard that one. Yeah, that's right. Ralsei was humming it earlier. Oh, was I? Sorry. Okay, so if Ralsei was humming that earlier, it's definitely either associated with Azrael or the Prophecy. I don't think I picked up on which.
Apparently it's Dark Sanctuary.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, cool. Again, like, I'm getting better at playing these, but I don't have timing for any of these, so... Okay, apparently Toby doesn't want me playing that one. I like it. Good old...
Indeed.
Good
You knew
old
what it was
Sam.
immediately, though, surely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good
Toby
one.
only lets you get 4 notes in before he just runs over you.
That's beautiful. Alright, we got a long
If you
one.
try playing it again, it'll just give you an error sound. You cannot play Megalovania on this piano.
Oh. Okay, yeah, definitely not. Actually, I think I messed that up. Hang on. I don't think I had the octave there. I think I messed that up. Yeah, that's a really, really long one. Alright, let's see. Let's try it again. Okay, I'm messing something up there, but I'm not gonna keep going with it.
Aren't the last two notes? Aren't you 2 notes away from finishing?
Did I not just do the last 2 notes? I thought I did just do the last 2 notes.
Is Discord, like, cutting it off? It is. What the fuck? Okay, just hold shift octave, and then right middle.
Huh, why'd you play it so different? Are you, like, nervous or something? I thought they were both really nice renditions. Does he? That's interesting. Huh.
Yeah, and obviously that was the actual sheet music that Chris played way better.
Ah, that makes sense. Definitely.
Weirdly enough, there's no special dialogue for it if you play it before getting the sheet music, but you'd think there would be. Instead, it just gives you an error sound and nothing happens.
Huh, that is very odd. Here's a weird question, though I imagine the answer is probably no. If you were to play it exactly in the correct rhythm and cadence of the song like Chris does, would anything different happen?
I don't think they have anything like that. And I mean, Chris is playing with 2 hands. You're already at a disadvantage there, and that's a gap you can never hope to fill.
That is true. That is absolutely correct. I guess in theory one could try and set up some sort of aux cable to an actual keyboard and rebind keys onto the keyboard so that it plays like an actual song, but I think that would be way more work than it's worth.
That'd be funny, but it would be ridiculous to expect any dialogue for that.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't have a keyboard on hand, so yeah, we're not doing that.
I'm still confused at Discord's behavior, though, because when I go to edit the message, the last notes are there, but in the actual message, they're not.
Need left? No, because I still haven't figured out how to get to that one chest. Alright, well, we're definitely at the point where I feel like there should be a way to get the chest. And yeah, Discord is weird at times. Discord is really weird at times. Yeah, there's definitely a chest over this way. The question is just, how does one get it? Let me go look at the chest again real quick. This movement system is fun. Toby did a good job with it. Alright, but yeah, there was a chest down there. How does one get to that? And I can't really see it fully well either. I guess one has to get to it from sort of below, right? Surely. Because I can't really imagine any other way you could get to that, because it doesn't really look like you can get there from the left or the right. Huh. Okay, that's, certainly something. I don't think I'd be in this.
I've actually never seen anyone get to that, so I decided to look up the answer, and it's a bit devious.
Ooh, fun. Give me a hint. I don't necessarily want the answer, but... Okay, let me actually see if I can work through this with especially guided hints. Here's the first question for you, then. Is the answer to this in this room?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's play around for a bit then before I ask for anything else, because I want to see if I can logic my way through it, right? Like, I think that would be fun to be able to do. But if it were in a different room, I obviously would have wanted to know that, because it would have been very frustrating to sit here for 10 ages when I'm just supposed to be somewhere else entirely, you know?
For sure.
Well, one thought is that it could possibly involve getting all of the coins in the room, so perhaps I should start by doing that. Like, there is a bunch of coins in the room, and they do reset. If they weren't relevant in some capacity, then why would they reset, right? So I'm willing to start with that. Knock me down. Yeah, it's very possible I just never got any of the coins in the room to begin with. I mean, all the coins in the room to begin with, you know, in one go. Okay. I think that was all the coins. Did that do anything? Doesn't seem like it.
I think the reason they respawn is just because writing which coins you've gotten to your save file would be ridiculous.
That is a very good point, but I did figure it was worth trying because, you know, I could see something like that, like grab all the coins in the room to unlock a path to the chest. It wouldn't be outside of the realm of reasonability for Toby. Not sure why I did that, but okay. Anything up here that's obvious? Not necessarily. Let's just quickly check that there's no hidden path here. Nope. What are you doing, Peter? Being silly?
I honestly don't even know what's in the chest. It'd be really funny if it's just something really stupid that's not worth the time.
Yeah, no kidding. It would be very, very silly, but, you know. Gotta check these things. Yeah, let's see. Is there anything here? No, it doesn't seem like it. Alright, I'm gonna head back over there one more time. No, I'm gonna mess with this bell real quick. Nah, yeah, definitely nothing to do with the bell. Okay, let's just double check for any secret paths around here. Doesn't seem to be any. Okay, we're on to getting a new hint. Why don't you give me something you think is minor but helpful?
I don't know how to come up with such a hint.
Alright, let's see. What can I ask you? Okay, let's see. Okay, here's a question then that I think... Let's discuss elements of this room. So there's a number of elements in this room. There is walkable sections. There are, you know, these bits that I can climb, like these stones, for example. Then there's the water falling, for example, as well. And there's technically also these stupid windows here, for that matter. And finally, there's the coins. Which of those elements is most key to me solving this puzzle?
You mentioned, like, walking around normal segments. That has nothing to do with it. The windows have nothing to do with it, so I guess that should leave the climbing in the water.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would guess in that case then that normal walking around, climbing, and water are the things I should be focusing on. Is that correct?
What?
Oh.
You asked? I literally just told you the walking around has nothing to do with it, and you go, so the walking around has something to do with it.
I misheard you. My apologies.
You named walking around the windows, the climbing, and the water, and I said the walking around has nothing to do with it. The windows have nothing to do with it. It's
Gotcha.
just the climbing and the water.
Okay, I'm not surprised about the water, because I definitely feel like at some level that the thing here is to get knocked down to that area by that. I have a thought. Okay, no, I'm not in enough control when I'm falling to do that. I was wondering if I could potentially guide myself downwards with the water mid-fall. Of course, I guess it's theoretically possible I could do something like this, and no, that's not an option. Interesting. What an odd puzzle Toby has constructed here. What do you want from me, Mr. Foxington? I guess one thought is there any way that you can fall where there's not an obvious grab ledge below it? That would be a thought that comes to mind immediately. Because if there is a non-obvious if there's not an obvious place with a grab ledge that you would fall onto, you might fall onto something else, right? So let's see, is there anything like that anywhere in the room where there's a spot where it's not clear to me where I would fall if I got stuck in the water? So far, not seeing anything quite like that. I'm guessing that if I had,
I'm gonna laugh so hard if this is just like a power band or something.
Yeah, no kidding. I think I probably will too, frankly. This is very, very silly. This is one of Toby's hardest puzzles thus far.
One of Toby's diabolical traps.
No, it's not these. Yeah, this is a somewhat mean puzzle by Toby's standards, all things considered. Okay, Grayson, I think that we got to the point where I'm not convinced I'm going to necessarily get this, and I think that we probably shouldn't,
Are you not?
What was that?
Are you not?
Am I not what?
Going to solve it.
Well, I guess I can keep going for a little longer. Wait a second. Yeah, it came to the point where I wasn't sure that there was much else I could try that I hadn't already tried, but maybe. What about this spot right here? Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was necessarily any different.
You've fallen down there like 5 times.
Yeah.
It's obviously not that.
Yeah, it's obviously not that. Oh, I see it. I'm really, really stupid. It's right here. Oh, boy. Yeah.
I love how you said, I wonder if it's an area where it's not obvious where you'd fall down, and then proceed to check every single waterfall except for the right one.
You opened the treasure chest. Inside was tension gem. Tension gem was added to your items. What is a tension gem? Raises TP by 50% in battle. It's not as good as a TP max, but it isn't a bad item by any means. That's definitely one of the more obscure things. I appreciate you giving me just the right level of hints there. Like, I absolutely had the right idea, but I absolutely needed someone to keep me grounded, and you did a good job of that.
Yeah, when you're saying, I don't think I'm on the right track, I was like, oh no, how can I communicate that his previous idea was a good one without completely giving it away.
I think you did well, because I wasn't sure if you were just basically telling me that you thought it was too soon to give up and I should keep going, or if there was a bit more to it than that. Oh, no, I don't want to fight you. Go away. That's not even the right way anyway. And neither is that.
Well, you got a somewhat okay item.
Indeed. It's not horrible. Hey, let's talk to Fake Gerson. You want something? What are you doing? Oh, just finishing up my letter, I suppose. Huh? Thought you said you were done. Nah, writer ain't ever satisfied. That sounds annoying. Oh, it sure is. You want something? Magic axe. Legend has it there's an axe. It's probably the same thing that's been said before. Yeah, same thing as per usual. Night. Anything new there? Seems the central door is up the stairs is open now. That ought to lead where you gotta go. What do you reckon that night fellow is, anywho? I don't really know, I guess. Last night in the light world, I saw them. It was too dark to see much, but guess they're a lightener. Who they actually are, I have no idea. I can't think of anyone as messed up as them. Making fountains, kidnapping people like... Well, you reckon they're doing it? Huh? I don't know. Maybe they just... maybe they just want to see everything burn. Too bad we're gonna kick their ass first. That's so. Well, good luck to you all. You want something? Nah, that's probably the same thing that he's always said. We're just gonna move forward. What have you got to say? I never forget friends. How can I help? I think we've already said both, though, so advice where to go. I heard a rumor that the upward middle door goes to oh god, that's trippy fountain. If you dare to enter, we will say goodbye, and I will cry. Tears of wax you will not see. Woo. We can bring you to our castle town. New friends? No, that makes more tears. Poor, cute, weird being.
Indeed.
I'm willing to bet that if I try to approach this door, I'm gonna get the typical message the game gives about how if you go through this door, this is where it ends. Alright, we're finally almost back to the fountain. Wait a second there. I got something for you. Okay. Hey, we're about to go in this dream, so... Good timing. I just about finished my letter. You mind delivering it for me? Deliver it? Like I said, when we wake up, we'll be gone, so... Yep, that's what I mean. This letter, just have a read of it for me. Then when you wake up, write it all back down, okay? Me? Rewrite all of it? Why don't you just... This little mind's gotta get some help remembering it. Alright, fine, I'll take a look. I have a feeling I know what the letter is. I'm willing to bet that this really is like a darker version of Gerson, and he wants to write a letter to his son, but we'll see. Alright, got it. I might miss a few things. You sure you want me to do it? As long as you got the point, the words don't matter. Okay, sure. Very interesting. See you later, old man. Alright, let's go get that fountain. Alright, I'm gonna ask you at this point, Grace, and I'm assuming that if this really was the point of no return, the game would tell me, but I'm gonna double check with you anyway. Is this the point of no return?
Basically, yeah. I mean, if you still want to figure out the magic axe thing, you should probably do that before proceeding.
Alright. Surprising that Toby's not telling me as such.
I'm surprised too.
Right.
Then again, it's very easy to miss the S-rank rewards room in the previous chapter, so...
I also need to get another one of these guys, although I don't actually know where to find him. This is probably the one creature here that I don't actually know, you know, where I would find one of them. Well, yeah. So I need to do the thing about
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I should know this, but I don't. Did I collect all 3 of the golden, things, or am I still missing one?
I actually don't know. You can check.
How do I check that?
Well, you found the golden thing, right?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I don't
So
remember
you
how.
got the note still here next to them.
Yeah, good point. I don't remember how to get there, but I do know what you're talking about. I think it's up this way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all the way up here. Oh, I am missing one. Okay. I think the last one, then, is the marsh. Let's go back there, if I can remember how to even get back there. Was it up here? It was not.
I think it was down.
Alright, yeah, I appreciate your help at this point, because I don't remember how to get where I want to go. Oh, yeah, it definitely is. It should be on the left side, surely. I think. How do I get where I'm... Oh, up here.
I think it's still just down.
Oh, is it just down? Okay. Which I am going the wrong way for that. I appreciate your help, because I do not entirely remember how to navigate this place.
Yeah, all
Oh,
I'm cutting out is you wandering around randomly.
Is this book the wizard guy? Because if it is, I definitely need to fight that.
Yes.
Okay.
That is book.
Let's do that, then, because we definitely want our recruit. Bibliox opens up. Easy proof. Roots. Success. Who's Dewey? Something, something, something. Oh, that's unique. Bibliox can't keep its pages open. Okay, I probably don't want to do that. I probably want to easy proof the other one, and in the meantime, spare the top one. Okay, so you spare the Bibliox. Bubbles.
Bubble.
Bubble. Alright.
When I hear the word bubble, I'm just gonna forever think of the water cooler.
Oh, absolutely. That tracks. Okay, we got our Bibliox.
Especially since that line of dialogue break the Switch version.
Wow. That's great.
There was actually a warning on the Deltarune website saying, like, if you get stuck on this screen, press this button.
That's amazing. Okay, but it's a wall made of bells. Climb it. Oh, right, because I needed the thing. And I got that now. You climb the wall of bells. That makes so much more sense. I was wondering why it was that I didn't find whatever it was the first time, but of course, because I didn't have the climbing gear the first time round. Dong. Interesting that it will not let me run in this area. Dong. This is extremely reminiscent of Waterfall. Dong. Blue. Got it. Hey, we finally got to the end of this stupid room. Huh? Something's coming. Run! Okay, we're gonna get to do this again, but now in a much more frightening area, honestly. Not honestly convinced I'm gonna get away this time. Yeah, I'm not getting away. I don't even know what way is away.
It's like you're just barely making it.
Yeah. Hey, wait a gosh darn minute. Oh! Where are we running from? There was that thing, you know. Oh, they're getting on so well at this point. You know, I was just about to have some tea. Feel free to join me if you like. Sure. Why not? And there's the melody. Oh! I was expecting us to go back to his little, workshop, not here. Fancy a drink? We already had tea. Yes. Sure, why the hell not? No reason not to have a second tea party. So, you three have had a mighty journey so far, have you? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Well now, how about telling me about your adventures? Hey Ralsei, would it be okay to tell him that? I can see why not. It's not like you can't already see a lot of it just in the prophecy in this place anyway. Sure, alright then, listen up. Susie animatedly explained all of your adventures so far. And now we're here. Pretty awesome, huh? Yes, what an excellent tale. I especially like the part where you acted out the battles, using the silverware and sugar cubes. That's cute. Hey, how else is he gonna know how cool we were? Well, thanks for the tea, old man. We gotta get back to our hero stuff. We can buy my study later. Yeah, sure. Not like we got a choice. Ain't no better story than one told with sparkling eyes. She ain't got no fear, that one. Doubt, irony. That's what poisons your story. That and too much predictability. So, young man, what do you think happens next? Huh? I guess we'll just have to see. Drink up. It's still hot now. Thank you. You, I noticed you haven't touched your tea yet. Close your eyes. Thunk. Sounds like someone put another sugar cube into your tea. Drink it, sure. You sip the tea. It's very sweet. You drink it slowly, feeling a warmth spread across your body, until only a thin, sickly syrup was left cold at the bottom. That's the nice thing about tea. You can always count on it. Right, young man? Yes, that's right. Chris, whatever you want, I can make you tea as well, with lots of sugar. No, even if you don't especially ask for it, and... Huh? When did, the old man leave? He leaves whenever he feels like it. Anyway, let's go, Chris. What an absolute curiosity. And we still got a tea set up here. Can I interact with anything around here? I'm willing to bet no, but... Nah, doesn't seem like it. The old man is so curious.
That he is. A fantastic character.
Absolutely. I have enjoyed this chapter immensely.
Oh yeah, like, again, Chapter 3 has a lot of stuff that I really like personally, but Chapter 4, I definitely think, is the far superior chapter, just overall.
This is brilliant overall. I also like how all three characters over the course of this chapter we have gotten some form of either character exposition or character growth with. Like, we're definitely building on Ralsei's arc of him wanting to become more of a real boy, Susie's arc of self-doubt and wanting to be able to protect people, and Chris's arc of being kind of a douchebag, but also at the same time someone who clearly has things that they care quite a bit about and has felt like they've not been able to engage with in a long time, like their piano playing.
For sure. It is very interesting that we finally get to see Chris, you know, play piano, like, while, you know, we're still here.
Absolutely. I had wondered if that was where the fire in question was. It's literally right there, so it made sense. And yeah, Chris is a curiosity. You ghost. Hear something? Sounded a bit like a fireplace opening up. Ah, yeah, that's a very... Okay, thanks, Susie, for saying what I was about to. Dude, too specific, but yeah. Interesting. Well, that was pretty neat. That's pretty damn neat. Let's see what he has to say about me opening up his fireplace. Got it all memorized? Maybe not word for word, but I got the point. Why bother putting it in writing anyway? Sometimes that's the only way to say it. Yeah, there's nothing else for him to say at this point.
I don't think you're able to access the other options now.
Nah, unfortunately. I never forget friends. How can I help? Advice where to go! I heard a rumor that the upward middle door goes to Fountain.
Yeah.
That's also nothing new. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, there it is. Damn, so this is the magic axe, huh? You got the... Wait a tick, you gotta pay for that. I mean, it isn't his shop, technically. Hey, the heck are you talking about? This is still the inside of my study, ain't it? Is he gonna be the secret boss? If so, that's amazing. Nothing else is free, so why'd you think we'd start here? Good one. I'm taking the axe now. I think I'm serious. Check the price tag. Huh? Price? What? It says it costs, 999,999,999 dark dollars? Didn't realize it was still on discount. But I know, you worked real hard to get here, so how about a trade? If you, and you alone, can best my challenge, I'll give it to you, for free. Knew you'd say that. What do you want? How about a haircut? A haircut? Alright, sure. Which hair you want me to cut? Oh, any of them. They're all too long. See, just get one and I'll give it to you. Alright, I'll start with your beard. Miss. Huh? Oh, we're playing with some sans logic here. Stay still. Crazy old man. I get it. You think I'm gonna go easy on you, huh? What the? Oh, so you want to get serious, do ya? Then tell me first, can you hear it? Can you hear its song singing from the deep? That is the ringing. Ooh, we got a battle form of the Hammer of Justice. Oh, that's a fun idea for an extra boss, presuming that's what this is. The Bell of Justice
It's
ring.
the Hammer of Justice.
That's good. Attack to show what you've got. So you got moves, so what? You're facing a hero. There isn't anything that's gonna stand in our way. So the story goes, But ain't every story better with a little twist? Oh! Huh? Something feels off. We're getting some Undyne rolls. You won't learn anything right away, you know? If you got guts, let's see how you deal with facing everything head on. Chris, help me out! Oh, that's not how those work anymore. I saw a
I'm
change.
confused by the colors, too.
I thought I needed to flip to the other side, but I was wrong. The air crackles green with freedom. You gotta block, you understand? Chris, don't mess this up. Oh, it's fun to be back to Undyne rolls. Been a while since we've done this. The opponent seems impressed with Susie's guts. As long as you're green, you can't run away. Unless you face danger head on, those bullets will do you in. The air crackles green with freedom. You ever hear that old tale? Yeah, it's the old tale based upon the prophecy. Lord of the Hammer. I think I heard about it. What happens? Ah, fuck. I messed that up royally.
You have other moves, you know.
Yeah, I should probably get some hills. Well, he said to attack him, so I've been attacking him. Oh! Stolen. Oh, there, I ain't using items, so fair's fair, ain't it? You know, that's a good point. Chapter 1, The March of the Dark King. The heroes defeat the king and stop the dragon. What? Diagonal? Your items were taken. Okay, Hill. Alright, I can help. Susie cast Okay Hill. Chapter 2, The City of the Shining. The heroes do battle in chariots to save the queen. That is true, we did. Okay. Oh, right, I actually need to block that. The opponent seems very impressed with Susie's magic. Why not? Susie's cool. Defend. Chapter 3, The Isles of Northern Light. The heroes travel among the islands and catch a glimpse of a lost land. So far, these do fit quite well with the chapters that we've seen.
Lord of the Hammer was inspired by the prophecy.
That does make sense. Whew. Things are finally starting to get serious. You say that, but at the same time, I am most definitely low on health. Chapter 4, The Trials of the Holy Hammer. A great smith gives the heroes a terrible weapon. And this is probably where I die. Not the worst attack in the world, all things considered, but doing it first try might be hard. Oh, darn, Susie died. Damn, I couldn't keep up. Well, you gave it your best shot. Here. Huh? I saw the fire in your eyes. That's proof enough for me. Take it. And this crystal, too. Nah, keep it. You don't want it? Of course I do, but you're gonna need something to give me after our rematch. You've got guts, kid. I like that. Absolutely, Susie. You have the right attitude there. 100%. And we will have a rematch. Absolutely. And I'm excited for that, but also we're getting close to the time where I have to quit. I did not expect to jump into the extra boss so quickly, so since the game is letting me, this is probably a good stopping point. But man, what a cool idea for an extra boss. Just
right?
A duel between Susie and our good old friend the turtle here, the old man. That is real fun. I like it. And it's just...
And of course,
it's just in good... Go ahead.
You first?
I was gonna say, it's in good sport, too. Unlike the preceding extra bosses, where we were fighting deranged lunatics who would not have cared in the slightest if they beat the shit out of us. This is just a friendly duel between an old man who I think looks at Susie somewhat as a protege, and Susie who looks at the old man as someone clever and to be respected.
For sure. And, of course, you know, the Hammer of Justice, I believe is a reference to the name that Gerson apparently had back as a hero during the Human and Monster War in Undertale. Which is really interesting because, you know, we don't know how similar the Undertale and Deltarune universes are, but I like to imagine that all the similarities to Undyne implies that Undyne basically stole, like, the entire shtick that she has from Gerson.
Which is hilarious and would make a lot of sense. This is fun. I'm really enjoying this, and I look forward to getting good at this fight. This seems like a very fun one. I think it's really neat how you can't even technically die in this one. It's just like, okay, that's enough. We don't want to, you know, kill each other now.
Yep, no stakes. Just a friendly sparring match, and if you lose, oh well, come back and try again.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. So, It's amazing how this is, like, literally the complete opposite of Chapter 3's, quotation marks, extra boss, where that one, it's like, this thing wants your head on a pike, and it will be as brutal as it possibly can towards you. And now we just have, fun little friendly sparring match.
For sure, the variety is really nice, and of course, you know, there's a lot of people who, like, after the first 2 chapters were like, oh, it's, you know, gonna have, like, a theme of, like, doctors who are driven insane and are obsessed with freedom and whatnot. And then chapters 3 and 4 come and completely break the pattern. And I think that this variety is way better and more interesting than sticking to that sort of formulaic pattern would have been.
Indeed. Although, to be fair, it's not necessarily entirely incorrect if we start taking freedom in a broader lens. We don't know enough about the Knight to say one way or the other, and I'd say in a certain lens, this guy is about a freedom of sorts. Just, I think it's a different kind of freedom than, say, what, you know, Spamton or Jebel are looking for, and as a matter of fact, I'd say he's kind of found his freedom. Like, this man is very confident in who he is.
Indeed, and you know that actually ties in with something very interesting that he says. If in the dialogue after he breaks the prophecy panel thing, if you say that he broke it on purpose because he doesn't like prophecies, he says something along the lines of, "Well, now a fairy tale is a pretty little thing. It's nice to believe a glimmer here and there, but I think those words shine a bit too brightly. So I'd say, why not go between the lines? It's darker there."
I like it. This guy is absolutely phenomenal. He is an excellent character. Even if he probably has a few tropes stitched together, I think he's an excellent execution of it, and he is a lot of fun. Whether this really is supposed to be, like, actual, like, Gerson Boom, like a fragment of the one that used to be alive but is now dead, or if this is just, like, Alvin's Dark World counterpart and he's, you know, living vicariously through his father. Either way, I think that this is just a very touching character. I really like this.
For sure, and of course I won't, like, directly confirm any particular theory, but, you know, it's definitely safe to say that in this Dark World, this is Gerson, and we are learning a lot more about Gerson, and it's really interesting.
Oh, 100% agree. I would say that you are 100% right. And yeah, Gerson being the extra boss here makes a lot of sense. It's a fun twist on how it goes. I find it interesting how this is honestly a surprisingly cozy Dark World in some sense. Like, it's a very big one. I'm not going to say it's not. I mean, not as big as Chapter 2's. Chapter 2's is huge, but it's still a pretty big one. But at the end of the day, like, the number of characters that exist in this world is actually pretty limited. Like, we got this guy here, we got like 3 or 4 recruits, we got, you know, our friend Gerson here, and honestly, that's about it. It's actually a fairly compact cast for this one.
For sure. And I think overall Chapter 4 is really neat. Like, you know, in terms of layout, in terms of theming, in terms of just overall vibes, to, you know, the old man as a character, and, you know, the sort of, like, you know, as you said, it's a bit tropey, but, like, nothing wrong with tropes. Like, I love the sort of thing of, like, you know, old man pretends to be, like, crazy and senile, but is actually offering nuggets of wisdom if you are willing to, you know, read between the lines.
Yeah, I love well-written tropes. Like, I don't mind experiencing something that I've seen a million times if it's done well. What I don't like is when I see something that I've experienced for a million times and it's only done mediocre or slightly good, you know, like, but Toby never does things poorly, right? Like, that's the thing about Toby.
Absolutely.
He's an excellent writer, so he's safe to dig his claws into tropes all he wants, because he's not going to create something that bores me with its repetitiveness. Instead, it's more likely to make me smile with, you know, charming familiarity.
Oh, for sure. Especially because, you know, it's kind of like a reflection of how Gerson was in Undertale as well. We really didn't get to see much of Gerson in that game.
No.
But, you know, you still very much get the sense that he's that same type of, like, you know, you think he's just a crazy old man, but, like, you know, there's a surprising amount of wisdom. Like in the genocide route, where he's like, you know, talk about how he's not worried about you killing him because it's like, go ahead, try it. I know you can't hear.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like, he's absolutely right. And whether we're to take that as a literal meta joke of you can't attack shopkeepers and he's supposed to be aware of that fact, or if it's just like, you know, maybe he's way too powerful and that's why you can't fight him, who knows? But either way, he knows a lot more than he lets on, and that much is already pretty obvious, even just in the little bit of dialogue we get from it in Undertale. He's a very fascinating character, and, you know, it's very nice to see such a interesting character, you know, explored more.
Absolutely. This guy is the kind of person that I would say is a person who has lived a, you know, well-lived life. Like, you see a lot of, you know, characters who are on the older side where the only impression you get is that they're old, they've done stuff, but didn't really count for anything. I definitely get the impression with this guy, you know, whether this is supposed to be actual Gerson or otherwise, he's lived a long life full of a lot of amazing things, and he's someone that genuinely a saying, like, respect your elders actually applies to. Like, this guy's worth respecting.
Absolutely, and, you know, just so full of wisdom, and, you know, just he seems to generally, you know, have known who he was and what his life was about, and has no problems with that. Like, you know, I especially like the sort of quote that Alvin gave, like, that was apparently, like, a quote from Gerson about seeing a blank page as an opportunity to write. Like, man, he's such a great character.
Absolutely.
More and more, I can describe Deltarune as just everything that we were not able to get in Undertale. Like, this game is genuinely a treat for people who have completed Undertale.
Absolutely. I felt like, at the end of the day, it really is insane to even say it, but it really does go to show that all Undertale really was a, like, fragment, a shadow of what Toby Fox was actually capable of, despite the fact that Undertale itself was a booming success, and it was absolutely a brilliant experience in its own right.
For sure.
Like, this is an insane game. Like, it really is incredible, and it's insane to me also just watching these characters. Like, we don't have the whole story of any of them yet, by any means. Obviously, we're missing 3 chapters, but you can definitely tell that literally everyone here is having a character arc. Susie's definitely having one, Ralsei's having one, Noelle's certainly having one, and while it's a little bit less clean, because we obviously aren't seeing it through the eyes of someone who can talk, and hell, half the time they can't even express themselves because of us, Chris is clearly having an arc too.
Yeah, it's like, probably for the first time, we have a general sense of what Chris's deal is. They're working with someone, maybe the Knight, probably the Knight. Who's the Knight? Who the hell knows? But,
yeah.
You know, point is, something is going on, and, you know, that's far more information than we ever got previously. Hell, people thought Chris was the Knight at first.
Yeah, and I mean, I certainly can say that I didn't think it was an impossible theory by any means to have Chris be the Knight. Like, you know, I remember seeing a theory video a while back on YouTube where someone, you know, basically explained why it actually, you know, was a genuinely fun idea ultimately, and I kind of agree with them after having seen that take. I know a lot of people thought, oh, it's cliche, it's boring, it's lazy, Chris Knight is like the most, oh, that's just what you would expect, but as this guy pointed out, it's interesting because you would end up with this internal struggle between the player and the character that they are controlling, where one wants one thing and the other wants the opposite. But I think Toby still ended up more or less playing with that anyway here. Like, it's very evident that even if Chris isn't the Knight, Chris is doing things that further the plans of people whose goals are not aligned with Susie or Ralsei, and therefore are probably not aligned with us either.
Indeed. Chris is an enigma in a lot of ways. Like, I don't think that Chris is a bad person. I don't think Chris is evil, but they're clearly doing something bad for some particular reason.
Yeah, I guess I would probably say that in, like, D&D terms, I would say that they are chaotic neutral. It's very unclear what their goals or motivations always are, but they're more than willing to break some eggs to get their results, right?
Definitely seems like the case. Or they could be, like, being forced into whatever they're doing. Hard to say.
That is certainly possible. And like I said before, too, like, as regards to the Knight, I definitely am, like, 99% sure at this point that the Knight is definitely a member of the Holiday family. I feel like my theory about the Mayor being the Knight, there certainly is quite a bit of evidence to support, but I also feel like there, in some ways, is enough evidence, quotation marks, to support it with the way Toby is. It could be a general red herring, and the actual Knight is Des, or somehow even Noelle. Who's to say? But yeah, I think that my best guesses are the Mayor or Des at this point for the Knight, based off everything we've seen. Which
honestly, those are my best guesses as well.
Yeah, I definitely think
like,
that there's room to play with the Mayor not being the Knight, but if it's not the Mayor, it's Des.
Definitely feels like it. I definitely don't think that it's Rudy.
Yeah, I mean, Toby could do that, but oh god.
There are people out there who believe that. Some theories just seem to be born based on what would be the most unexpected as opposed to what actually makes the most sense.
Yeah, and I don't think it needs to be the most unexpected. I think it can be a slightly unexpected answer, but it still needs to be something within the realm of possibility, right? Like, the thing that fits super perfectly like a glove is not necessarily the answer, but it still needs to be around that orbital, right? Like, it needs to be something that's still believable. And there are things that are just not believable, and you could make Rudy work, but it would be very much a shoehorned solution. Like, I would say that of the 4 holidays, it's the hardest to make Rudy work by a landslide.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like there is a mountain of evidence for, you know, the Mayor being the Knight, but, you know, I definitely find it a bit odd just how much evidence we're given in such a short span of time. It's like they really want to say that the Mayor is the Knight without saying it, and that feels suspicious to me.
It does, and I don't think that it's unreasonable for it to be Des, with everything considered. I think that's a perfectly reasonable alternative. I even think that you can potentially, like I said, still make Noelle work fairly well, too. But the Mayor, yeah, I mean, that whole thing with the phone call and then the Mayor herself showing up, not the Knight, but the Mayor herself, feels like a, hey, look, guys, look, it must be the Knight, look. It's like, I don't know, maybe Chris did call the Knight and the Mayor just showed up coincidentally. Or maybe Chris didn't call the Knight at all and they actually called the Mayor because they wanted the Mayor to come and break the whole thing up because they knew the Mayor would break it up and they wanted it broken up. Like, there's a handful of possibilities there, but, you know, it just looks too much like, oh, hey guys, the Mayor's the Knight, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, I think, there's like 3 overall possibilities. Either the voice on the phone is the Knight and also Carol, or the voice on the phone is the Knight but not Carol, or the voice on the phone is Carol but not the Knight.
Yes.
In which case Carol would have to at least know what Dark Worlds are because those are mentioned vaguely.
Which would not be outside of the realm of possibility, since at the end of the day, the you know, cellar door, well, not the cellar, the bunker door has her symbol on it, and she is the Mayor anyway. Like, I feel like she would definitely know. Like, I feel like, based on what we've seen with the symbolism on the door, the 3 people who have some sense of this stuff are her, Undyne, and the guy right in front of us right now.
Definitely makes sense. And, you know, God, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Good
question.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, definitely seems like it's setting up for the idea of Carol being the night with the phone call where, it's like, I'll be right there, and then Carol shows up. Notably, Noelle was not expecting her to be back anytime soon at all, and, suddenly she's there unexpectedly. So, that's definitely odd. Could mean that she was the voice on the phone, or, when the voice said, I'll be right there, it might not even be talking about Noelle's house at all. Like, for all we know, Chris could have been saying, hey, go to the church and make the Dark World, and the knight said, okay, I'll be right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, there's a bunch of possibilities here, and it's really hard to know what the actual answer is. Toby knows, and Toby will reveal all probably in 3 chapters, but, yeah, no, it's, I don't know that I necessarily believe that the mayor is for sure the knight. She's a very obvious candidate, but I think, like I said, there's enough of an argument to be made for Des, or even vaguely Noelle.
Potentially, although I feel like Noelle is the least likely.
Oh, absolutely. I'm like 50% sure on Des, 45% on the mayor, and 5% on Noelle, with like 0.001 at this point that it's someone else outside of the Holiday family altogether, or I guess you could lump Rudy in that box too.
Yeah, and I mean, in theory, like, the horns on the knight could be a big red herring, but honestly, that'd be kind of lame.
Yeah, I think that that's probably what it seems like it is there. I think that's relatively realistic. If it is a red herring, Toby had better give us a very good reason for why it's a red herring down the road, which, if that's the case, I believe that he of everybody would. But for now, I'm willing to believe it's a Holiday family member.
People definitely have some trust issues after the Chapter 1 cliffhanger and its resolution at the start of Chapter 2.
That is certainly fair. There's a part of me that almost somewhat wonders, and I think we've discussed this before, if Toby wasn't halfway planning on doing something more grand with that at first, and he decided that it didn't flow right in the narrative, and so he did that to sort of, retcon that slightly, but who knows. He was
Yeah, the release schedule of these chapters has changed a lot, over the years. My running theory has always been that we were supposed to see Sans' brother, whether that's Papyrus or whether the crazy theorists are right, and it's not. Either way, I think we were supposed to see him, when it was said that we were going to see him, but because of the chapters releasing earlier than intended, Toby was like, okay, no, if these chapters are getting released earlier, I might want to move that whole thing later into the story. That's been my conspiracy theory, at least, so maybe the same happened with the cliffhanger there.
Absolutely, and I think at the end of the day, it's better to do a exceedingly subtle retcon like that to a story if it overall makes the story flow better. I'm not a big fan of retcons in general, so I certainly am not willing to overlook very large ones. But, I think at the end of the day, if you have to undo something or make something small look lame in order to make everything else better, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. That's just how it goes with storytelling.
Sometimes minor things can be changed in service of the overall story.
Yeah, and it's unfortunately also one of those things in a multi-part sequence like this, which, despite this being one game, is essentially the case. This is basically 7 games, where Toby released 2 of them at the same time just now. But this is basically 7 games for all intents and purposes, so it is a multi-part project. This is the problem when you start getting into multi-part projects, is sometimes the flow starts to fall apart a little bit because of decisions made at a previous time when you weren't thinking about the same things you're thinking about now.
Indeed, and in some senses, literally 7 games because of the, whole game change function that got added to make Deltarune's development easier.
Yeah, Deltarune has a very unique system. I've certainly seen games before have, you have Game 1 and Game 2. Game 2, the sequel, requires you to, you can have a save file from Game 1 and you know, it can interplay with that to make certain choices or dialogue options work differently. Like, I've not played the games, but my understanding the Mass Effect games do that, for example. And I think that's clever, but, you know, that's like a couple of standalone games sort of interplaying with each other in a unique way. This goes way beyond that. Like,
For sure, and
insane. 7 chapters where you can start or stop in whatever chapter you want at any time, and your choices in all of the preceding ones affect all of the future ones in different ways.
oh, for sure, and a lot of the stuff, you know, can't really be like affected majorly. Like the story still follows the same beats, regardless. But you know, I think you could imagine that if you want to do the weird route, you have to start it in at least chapter 2.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot just randomly decide, oh, I'm going to start from no save file on a later chapter and start the weird route here. No, you can't do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I do halfway wonder, and I don't want to, you know, have this conversation yet. We'll have it after I'm done with Chapter 4. But I am curious about if there's anything that transfers over in unique ways when having done the weird route, like Birdly, for example. But I think that's a conversation for another day, and we do need to start wrapping this chat up.
For sure. And, you know, just overall, really, interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot what funny thing I was gonna say was one unforgivable retcon that Toby did. You know how they had the tea party in like the combined rooms of Chris and Susie in the castle?
Yep.
Because Chris's bed is on the right and Susie's bed is on the left, they actually had to retcon the order of the rooms to make sure that it fit together properly.
That's hilarious.
Normally it was Chris's room first, and then Susie's room second, but if you were to merge those rooms, there would be 2 beds in the middle of the room. So they actually swapped around the rooms, so that the beds would be on the sides.
That is amazing. What in the world? Well, anyway. Yeah.
Unforgivable retcon.
Unforgivable.
Despicable.
This has been an amazing experience, as always. I do need to be getting going,
Yeah, and
but...
I can't wait to see you do more.
Absolutely. Anyway, yeah, Grayson, say goodnight to our viewers. All 0 of them.